listening to the Experience Pros radio show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your
remind you of that, aren't you? You don't remember the Howdy Doody show.
I've heard of the Howdy Doody show. I've heard of it. But you said duty.
I said duty. It's my duty to give you the weather, and the weather is today going to be plentiful sunshine. Unfortunately, it's not going to get up any higher than 62 degrees. Doggone it.
Doggone it.
But the good news is Saturday 80.
Just get dressed in layers, ready for whatever Colorado is going to throw at you.
Hey, did you watch the debate yesterday?
I did. I'm surprised that I actually sat through all of them.
It's your pre-market trading information here. Investors are staying calm after a nasty presidential debate that pitted Donald Trump against Hillary Clinton on which way to long term. Conference at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Markets are not expecting any major policy bill. Shares were up nearly 3 overs. American Horizon, Union Pacific, and buckle up.
Here we go.
American Hospital. Lena, born perfect health, 27. Her second child is old.
It's old for you.
Val is selling an actual tumbleweed that he bronzed and dipped in 22 Tuesday, and so the art's got family root. That movie's awesome.
And selling them.
Crying on the years, creepy clown dropped sharply. Clown hunts. Oh, can you imagine that? It's definitely a scary...
There are clown hunts?
That's what they're saying.
There's going to be a whole new line of bumper stickers for this one, right? It was zombies.
Be very, very, very quiet.
Now it's going to be clown hunts.
I'm hunting clowns.
I'm hunting clowns.
Yeah. It's definitely a scary feeling leaving your house, and you fear you're going to get jumped because you're dressed as a clown.
Now that is frightening.
Yeah.
That's sad. I mean, there's a whole industry.
I'm sorry, I'm crying.
On your face anymore. You have to wait until you get to the gig and then put on your clown makeup, which takes forever.
No, you can't do that.
Right? It takes forever.
So I
go in as a person, come out as a clown.
Yeah,
They're gonna know it was you,
right? I used to tour the Magic.
Tell me you used to dress up as a clown.
No,
tell me you did. Come on.
Gosh, no. But I knew people who did, and
I knew people. Wink, wink.
I once shared a suite with a guy who was a professional clown, and that afforded me the opportunity to watch him go through the process of putting on his makeup and white face.
It's quite the transformation.
It is, and it takes a good solid 45 minutes to an hour. It is not an easy, quick. I mean, unless
it is not easy and quick. So you remember that the next time you're rushing a woman to put on her makeup and hair.
When have I ever?
I don't know.
rushed you or any other woman?
I don't know. I didn't. I'm just thinking. It takes a long time for this transformation.
We got to go back. We'll be back right after these messages. Denver's Money Talk.
America's home for positive business talk. Your Listen Show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM. Beginning October 9th, 15 to 30% off all of their vacuums and cleaning accessories for the rest of October. Come take advantage of this great sale at 3 convenient Denver Metro locations: Highlands Oric in Littleton, Aurora Oric in Aurora, or Anderson's Vacuum in Inglewood. For more information, visit denvervacuum.com. Don't miss this huge fall sale starting October 9th. denvervacuum.com. Denver's #1 choice for everything vacuum since 1947.
Are you worried about having enough money to retire on your terms? What about taking that anniversary trip you've been dreaming of? If you answered yes, and you're a homeowner who's at least 62 years old, now is the time to call Acclaim Mortgage and learn about your options for a reverse mortgage. Acclaim Mortgage knows there are myths out there about reverse mortgages, and one of them being that the lender becomes the title owner of your home if you take out a reverse mortgage. Well, that's not true. Did you know that you'll still be the title owner of your home if you take out a reverse mortgage? Acclaim Mortgage is here to help answer all of your questions about reverse mortgages. Locally owned for over 20 years with an A+ Better Business Business Bureau rating and thorough knowledge of the Denver real estate market, Acclaim Mortgage is your go-to for assistance with reverse mortgages. With home values so high, now is the perfect time to call Acclaim Mortgage. So think beach and call 303-753-9400 or visit acclaimmortgage.com. Again, that's 303-753-9400 or acclaimmortgage.com. Call or visit the website today, 303-753.
Hi, I'm Amy Duncan from Alpine Planning Group. It's serious now. Uncertainty with an upcoming election, volatile markets, and a lot of fear. Do you have a real retirement expert on your side? Amidst all the noise in the marketplace, retirement is still a lot of moving parts, and ignoring it or going alone is not only scary, but dangerous. Please call 303-843-0918 or visit alpineplanninggroup.com. At Alpine Planning Group, we're planning for you. We're planning for what's ahead. Call us today.
So you thought that putting off your hearing test for another year wasn't a big deal. Well, maybe you should think again. I'm Barbara Jenkins, Colorado's first board-certified doctor of audiology. For the last few years, we've known that untreated hearing loss increases your risk of dementia. Now, a Hopkins hearing loss actually causes brain shrinkage. Not only does this affect your communication ability, 492122. Because at Advanced Audiology, we take your...
Need to remodel that outdated kitchen or bathroom? Now's a great time to get started. Our fall specials are going to save you big money on your cabinet and countertop purchases. I'm Ted Spear, co-owner of All About Cabinets and Countertops at 35th and Wadsworth, and I've been telling you how we've saved our customers thousands of dollars on their kitchen and bathroom projects, even over those big box stores. And now I invite you to experience our unique mix of top-of-the-line customer service, quality products, and tremendous value. Through October, we are offering our customers up to $1,500 in free upgrades and incentives off all your cabinet and countertop purchases. Plus, as an additional bonus, we are upgrading all our cabinets to the latest in anti-slant technology for free. We also have cabinets in all at incredible. Call 400. That's 303-456-64. Make a difference without the expense with All About Cabinets and Countertops.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Welcome back to the Experience in Your Face. You're like, is it Thursday? How's it going? Thursday.
It is Thursday. I remember waking up Tuesday morning thinking it is.
Yeah,
we're almost to the end of the week. Only one more wake up until the week. Business talk. Right, 22 minutes after the hour. It's just getting going.
Absolutely.
Right?
By the way, I'm still in my health craze, and I brought in veggies and hummus that I made over the weekend.
Yes.
The hummus was spicy when I made it. Today.
What's in it that's so spicy?
Really spicy.
What'd you put in it?
Not chili powder.
You said the spicy was good.
Yeah, no, it is good.
Weight loss.
It is. It's thermogenic.
Thermogenic. This is Eric's new favorite buzzword.
Thermogenic.
He throws it around at everything. He's like, here, taste this. It's thermogenic.
It does the burning for me.
It used to be that people would say, here, taste this. It's really yummy or it's delicious. It's thermogenic.
It's thermogenic.
Oh, well, let me just snack on that right now.
I'm losing the weight.
You are losing the weight. I was 15, 16 pounds down.
15.
And noticing your shirt yesterday was a little baggy around the belly, which is
a brand new, tailored fitted shirt, and it's baggy.
When you were sitting, though, maybe I don't know if it was baggy when you stand up.
No, it's been baggy. Here's the problem. No, I do wear a belt.
Do you need a belt?
Bunching.
No, they're bunching.
Their pants are bunching, and so the belt doesn't do its entire job, and the T-shirt doesn't stay tucked in. When the T-shirt rides, the shirt. Oh,
your clothes are too big.
My clothes are too big.
That's exciting. I mean, kind of. It does have its own set of new challenges.
All day long, but yeah.
We'll have to introduce you to a tailor.
To a tailor.
Right? Or some of the secrets.
Shirt and it was baggy.
The secrets of, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Are you kind of okay with all this?
I'm okay with it.
You're less grumpy about it today?
I'm feeling sexy.
All right. Well, we're going to talk a little bit about getting your product into the marketplace.
All right.
Go-to marketing strategy could be an extension of your business plan. But, the whole idea is getting it into the hands of a customer. And so often when we build, create a product or a service, we spend so much time, and I see this even when you're planning an event. We spend so much time on the details of getting all the behind the scenes pieces right. That we're really sad and disappointed when nobody's actually showing up. Yeah. Nobody's actually buying it. And, so we go back to the drawing board and we tweak it a little bit more. We tweak the product and then we're still surprised. Nobody is buying it. Customer acquisition is the glue that holds a marketing plan together. The detailed plan tells you who you plan to go and how you plan down into smaller segments of groups that you want to target.
Right.
Because you can't go after everybody. Everybody is not the perfect client for you. You can't put your marketing message.
No.
You can't have a one-size-fits-all marketing message.
More to the point, you need to know what the total available market is, and then of getting, you're right, not everybody's going to buy that widget that you sell.
No, and here's an example of somebody who we do. He is your target audience.
Sure.
Not everybody is in the demographic. Not everybody is in the mindset. You think about all of the different elements of what makes up the perfect client for you.
Yep.
And this tells you how to talk to them, how to decorate your office, what should be on your business card, how you should meet and greet them when they come in the office, what elements are important on your website.
Right.
Not everybody with a spine. Same thing with a plumber. Everybody has a toilet. Yes, everybody does.
True.
We hope so. But not everybody is your target audience. And so narrowing it down into the demographic of who you plan to go after is a key element in your marketing strategy.
Customer acquisition
plan at all.
Nope.
Right? You're just waiting and hoping that somebody will talk about you and somebody else will be enthralled enough to make a decision to show up with you.
Statistically, they don't. And that's the hard thing that people don't like to hear very much is we agree that word of mouth marketing is probably one of the best kinds of marketing available.
Sure.
The problem is people don't. They intend to. They tell you they will, but
they want to, but they're busy. They've got their own lives, their own agenda.
To shove, they simply don't.
They simply don't. And it's not enough. When you think about the number of impressions, the frequency of which somebody has to hear about your brand, especially if they've never heard of you before, you don't have any market share to start with. And so getting your brand, you've got to saturate the market, the whole market, not just your target market.
Right.
You've got to saturate the entire market with your brand so that you can create that word of mouth testimonial, and then the recognition of I've heard of them before I even get there, to shorten that sales cycle. And so creating that how-to is an important piece of your go-to marketing plan.
Finally, once you got your plan into place, you need to track, you need to measure the progress. You simply have to in the right, and if you're not, you need to adjust course quickly.
And the nice thing about being a small business is the adjustments are relatively quick and easy to implement.
Sure, absolutely.
Right? It doesn't have to go up a huge chain. And so as a small business, as you are starting out, creating these systems in place actually help you to repeat the process, to help you to grow. So those systems will be established before you actually get
So check this out. I'm going to wiggle my fingers over at Bill and see if maybe he's got a little music for us, because we have to take a quick commercial break, and we will be back. No?
No, Eric, you're a minute early.
Am I a minute early?
Isn't Eric a minute early?
I'm a minute early.
Yeah, Eric's a minute early.
Mr. Bill, I apologize.
Yeah, so you wiggle your fingers back over here.
I'm waving to Bill, saying hello,
so we actually have a workshop coming up, a 3-day class, Experience Pros University.
This is a game changer.
When you talk about these marketing fundamentals, the who, the how, the tracking, the measuring, putting the systems in place, because now, Bill.
Positive business talk. Isn't that refreshing? And by the way, you can pick us up in Sweden. We'll talk about that on the other side, too.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources
resource Pros has to offer. It's pros.com. There you'll find free information about our events and so much more. Are you looking at pros.com? Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our call the experts. 720-344-2446. 344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads group. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no
Staying out of the market is the most dangerous thing you can do for your financial future.
If you continue to sprunken salary, this is future.
Helpful financial food for thought on your drive home with a host who tells it like it is. Market Wrap with Mo Ansari.
Weeknights at 6 on
you do with an extra $1,000 or $2,000 in your account every single month. Attend a few call now, you home with a free $247 home study course. And then you can start making your dreams a reality. Call 866-816-1918. 866-816-1918. Call 866-8
in the without deck. Evaluate your needs and give you an honest assessment of your options. No hidden agendas, fees, or complicated contract terms. Your monthly rate is guaranteed for the entire term of your agreement. And ProSec is proud to be a local Colorado-owned and operated company. Let ProSec take the mystery out of home security. Call 303-835-8100, 303-835-8100, or visit ProSecAlarm.com. That's PROSEC Alarm.com. Get a free home security camera system or up to 4 months of free monitoring with new account activation.
It's a difficult decision. When you finally decide to have your hearing tested, where do you go for professional care? Tens of thousands are spent every week on ads trying to convince you to come in for a free hearing test or a sale that's this week only. For professional care, I suggest you take a different approach. I'm Dr. Barbara Jenkins, owner of Advanced Audiology Experience, treating both hearing loss and tinnitus. My first suggestion? Ask your physician who they would go to, not just who's on their list. Who do they trust? Second, go online and search Doctor of Audiology and then type in your area. You don't want an evaluation performed by a technician or hearing aid salesperson. Your hearing is a serious concern, so you should treat it as such. For more information, go to advancedaudiology.com or call 303-649-2122. Because at Advanced Audiology, we take your hearing seriously.
Hi, it's Peter Boyles. I'm in my 70s now, and I really feel better than ever. I've had bypass surgery, come away from drugs and alcohol. All these things aside, the most amazing thing that's happened to me in these last couple of years is meeting our great family friend, physician MD, Dr. Julie McCallan. She's changed my life, my daughter's life. She's a gifted healer, changing the lives of so many people. When everything is going wrong in my life, she made an enormous difference in me, physically and emotionally. And here she is, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Julie McCallan.
There is often a lot of scare reporting when it comes to men taking hormones and other nutritional supplements. There's no question that as we get older, and Peter, you are living proof of that, all the things that your body produced when you were young are either diminished or totally gone. As I have watched your progress by following the Synergenics program, I have seen you drop 30 pounds of fat, gain muscle and strength, and become vibrant once again. I know the term turning back the clock is an impossible thing to do, but given our new scientific abilities, we certainly can revitalize men past 45. Call Synergenics Denver today to get your health back. 720-387-3681. That's 720-387-3681.
Now back to Angel Pros.
We got to talk a little bit your marketing dollars.
What does this have to do with Sweden? Sweden. I thought you wanted to talk about.
We could.
I thought you wanted to talk about.
We could talk about Sweden if you like.
Right?
Sure.
I'm like, where's the diet?
I wasn't talking about Sweden yet.
You said when we came back you were going to talk about Sweden.
Well, we're back, but we're not done.
Oh,
back.
we're not done back.
All right,
okay.
Here, no.
All right.
No,
That's
no,
all right.
No, we're going to talk about Sweden.
Right? I thought so.
Got a memo.
Like you did the whole. You went out without. You didn't even get coffee.
It was this little tiny snippet saying we're going to talk a little bit about Sweden. Picked up in Sweden.
Yeah.
Let me give you the story.
Right, but then you went.
No, thank you for
left
asking.
the office. You left the studio
I went and got
to
a
go
picture.
get a picture. Mm-hmm. You didn't even get coffee. It was like this big thing, And then I'm like, well, where's your story?
It was in prep.
It was in prep.
But
okay.
that's all right. I got it here, and I'll do your Sweden story.
It's not my Sweden story. It was your Sweden story.
All right. So interestingly enough, we came into the studio this morning, and attached to the wall outside the engineer's studio says this, hello, it's with great pleasure that I report reception of your station, KDMT Arvada, on 1690 kilohertz. I attach a sound file with a recording of your station. The file is in MP3 format. The recording was made at 10:30 p.m. your local time, which is no one knows what time, but it's in Sweden.
It's Sweden.
They heard the show in Sweden.
Our radio station from that broadcast. This is the Denver station, our satellite or whatever, our tower out of Arvada. He heard it in Sweden.
He says, I'd like
on the radio.
I'd be very happy if you'd confirm this with simply replying to the email. Such verification would also be a nice remembrance of this contact with your station. Reception was achieved by a Perseus receiver and an outdoor antenna type beverage, 500 meters long.
He's a radio geek, isn't he?
That's a very long antenna, yes. Tower.
He probably has like all those little like old fashioned radios, and he has the antennas. There's like ham radios.
He's his DX, which is a strategy.
Customer strategy. We talked about your marketing strategy. Here's a customer strategy that I found at strategy-business.com. 10 principles. I'm going to go through the 10 and then we'll go back through and talk about a few of them. But number one, master the art of the possible.
Of the possible.
Of the possible.
What about the impossible?
Right? Don't you just think about how that you start that. You think about, customer service. Where do we start? In new people and processes and billing. No. We're mastering the art of the possible because we're going to wow them away.
Fundamentals, people.
Know your customers at a granular level. We're talking about your target audience, your key audience. Number 3, link your company's customer strategy to its overall identity. We're talking branding now. Number 4, target customers with whom you have the right to win over. So getting laser focused on that perfect client for you. Number 5, treat your customers as assets that will grow in value.
Yes.
Right? We're not just talking to the person right in front of the customer. It's your
ecosystem. Make me, those assets.
Mobile, in person.
It's all the same.
It's all a great culture with your customer strategy.
All right. I like it.
Right.
So we're going to get
to the customer experience. And new kinds of apps are all of a sudden indispensable, right? We didn't even know we needed them, and now suddenly they are everywhere. So developing your own technology, things that are going to appeal to your customers at just the right time, in just the right way, to keep those loyal customers, something they can't get anyplace else. The whole idea of, just delivering the very minimum just to get the transaction isn't cutting it in this new this new technology wave, right? When we think about millennials having this impact on the economy, they want that touchy-feely. They want to be wowed.
You bet they do.
And they're not just going to do things just because of the same old and just because you said, I think I should. No, they want disruptive technology. And the companies that are doing that the best, that are looking at what else is possible,
find out what's possible,
are the ones paving the way.
And then master it. Number 2, know your customers at a granular level. You need to understand psychographic data that allows you an inside look into not who they are, although that's important, but why they buy. What motivates them? And in order to do that, you literally have to go down and discover it. There's lots of tools available that allow you to get this, not just demographic, but psychographic data.
Studies showed years ago, surveys were saying customer satisfaction was at an all-time high.
Right.
And so customers were saying, yep, totally satisfied. They did the job. They did it right. They did it on time. I am satisfied. And yet customer loyalty at an all-time low. which meant even though I was satisfied, you did a good job, did not mean I would shop with you again. This was bad news for businesses.
Sure.
Right? Not to get down to what's the nitty gritty, that granular level. How do they get them to choose us to be their favorite?
There it is. All right, we're going to continue this conversation on the other side. The principles of customer strategy for your business. You're listening to Angel and Eric, and this is the Experience Pros Radio Show on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 KDMT. Also available in Sweden.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Imagine a world where you only need one tool in your marketing toolbox. A world where that one tool could open doors for you and transform the average sales proposal into a powerful, personalized experience.
The Ostrich Baskets All Senses presentation box is your
healthy range. Visit heart.org/blood pressure. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council.
Inglewood, Colorado, 1947. Mr. Anderson opens a small shop and repairs vacuums. He knows the ins and outs of all 7 brands popular at the time. Inglewood, Colorado, now. Anderson's Vacuums still exists, still serving what they sell, including brands like Miele, Sebo, Auric, Dyson, Shark, and more. Try them, test them, find your favorite. Anderson's Vacuum has grown to become one of the largest dealers in sales and service. The knowledge and experience is unmatched. Visit a legend, Anderson's Vacuum, in Inglewood at andersonsvacuum.com.
Fall is here, and now's the time to get your lawn the best care with Mr. Green Jeans Landscape Services. Hi, this is Steve Kelly. Now's the time to schedule your lawn fertilization, aeration, and 3-426-4945% off your first service.
If you're like most Americans, you might be finding that money is a little tight right now. Do you know that it doesn't have to be this way? If you are 62 years or older and you own your own home, you might be sitting on a permanent income stream. There are many myths out there about reverse mortgages, but the truth is that a reverse mortgage, own your home and live in it just as long as you want to, but the income stream will last just as long. Get the facts. Talk to an expert today. Call Dan Gordon at Acclaim Mortgage. Dan has been in the mortgage business for over 30 years, and he's a member in good standing with the Better Business Bureau. Find out how a reverse mortgage can provide you with the financial comfort and security you desire. Call Dan Gordon today at 303-753-9400. Again, that's 303-753-9400. Or for more information, visit acclaimmortgage.com. Once again, call 303-753-9400 or visit acclaimmortgage.com.
Hi, it's Peter Boyles. I'm in my 70s now, and I really feel better than ever. I've had bypass surgery, come away from drugs and alcohol. All these things aside, the most amazing thing that's happened to me in these last couple years is meeting our great family friend, physician MD, Dr. Julie McCallan. She's changed my life, my daughter's life. She's a gifted healer, changing the lives of so many people when everything has come as difference in me, physically and emotionally. And here she is, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Julie McCallan.
Thank you, Peter. Are you struggling with low energy and a widening waistline? Are you having trouble sleeping? When you sleep, are you still tired the next morning? If you exercise, has it stopped making you stronger and leaner? Your sex drive, motivation, and your zest for life? Get into Senegenics Denver and let us...
Friend of Dr. McSade1, my 373681.
Get your home's heating and cooling system ready for cooler weather. Whether you need maintenance or a new Lennox heating and cooling system, Pastor Camp is the one to call. With over 50 years of experience and a 100% satisfaction guarantee, take advantage of their special offers on a qualifying Lennox home comfort system, including up to $1,600 in rebates or up to 60 months no-interest financing with approved credit. Call Pastor Camp today at 303-777-1234 or visit pastorcamp.com.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
We are helping you get your business right, and one of the ways that we do it is talking about your customer strategy and how you build a strategy around the customer experience.
Right, there is our 10 principles in this strategy that we found online at strategy-business.com. We're going to share this on our Facebook wall at Experience Pros if you want to follow us and stay in tune. Of course, you can also grab the app for the radio show and never miss an episode. Go back and listen to the podcast. But there are 10 steps all about focusing on what is possible, recognizing culture to just at that granular level. Why do they shop with you instead of someplace else, so that you can tap into that emotional experience ongoing? The third one, linking your company's customer strategy to your overall identity. Many businesses too is when you face challenges.
We listen to you. We build our tools around your experience. And oh, by the way, it just happens to be a phone, a computer, an iPod.
Right? Comparison is the thief of joy.
Oh, man.
Right? Don't, do what you do well. You be you.
Yep.
And you be the best you for your customers that you can be.
You bet.
The fourth principle, target customers with whom you have the quote unquote right to win. If you try to grow your business where you don't, right, you risk investing time and resources on customers who are indifferent, apathetic, don't really buy into what it is you're trying to accomplish, which means there's no loyalty. There's no word of mouth marketing.
Right.
You need those fanatical fans who will go online, tell their friends, buy from you, go out of their way, past seven stores.
Right. Give you an example. Trader Joe's, it's a grocery chain, right? They have a right to win customer strategy that provides a clear example of how this principle goes into action. From the start, instead of trying to reach a mass market, the company built a devoted following by building budget-friendly products for health and diet-conscious shoppers. Another example, In-N-Out Burger. They sell 3 things. Burgers, fries, shakes. That's it. Can you get a Coke? Sure you can. But don't deviate from the menu. The menu is the most simple menu in the entire fast food market. Burgers, fries, shakes.
And yet they do offer a very personalized experience if you want one.
2,000 different combinations.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, there's an off-the-chart menu that you can get whatever you want.
And yet it is
burgers, fries, shakes.
Super simple.
Yep.
And when we talk about some of the most successful companies, they have a very simple plan, a simple idea, a simple concept, a simple mission, one that you could write out on a cocktail napkin.
That's right.
And get it.
So the next point the author of this article says is treating your customers as assets that will grow in value. A couple of days ago, you and I were at a speaking engagement where somebody else was doing the speaking. And he says, I went around and I looked at my company, a $17 million a year company. And he says, I took inventory of all my assets. And he says, I've got tractors and I've got trucks and I've got forklifts and I've got, and he finally gets down to it and he says, I've got people. People are assets. And by the way, of those people, customers are some of the greatest assets that you have. What's the lifetime value of a customer?
Right. Well, now we're talking about customer strategy. So all of the tips, of course, are around the people. But when you think about your assets, you think about the products and services, or the way that we're selling services is changing so rapidly. The items that people are interested in and needing for, quality of life are changing.
Right.
So don't get hung up and stuck on this is the technology, or this is the tool that we're using, or this is the widget that we're selling. If you focus on the people, you're going to find, and when you think about some of the companies, how they started, what they started with, and how, because people were at the forefront of their assets and of their mind, the product was able to develop and tweak and merge and grow. Whereas if you get stuck on, and I always think of Kodak when we talk about something like this, the old photo booth.
Yeah, sure.
Right? They got stuck on the old way in the technology, and this is how people take pictures, and this is how people develop them. And they did not adapt to the people and the changing needs in the marketplace. And now you don't have Kodak moments anymore, right? We have all these other technologies that allow us, because of technology, being able to do these fun little photo books from our Facebook posts, and it has changed the technology and the product. But if you look at your products as your asset instead of people as your asset, you're not going to be able to grow and develop as times change.
The next one is leverage your ecosystem. Your company exists in a broad network of relationships that truly form an ecosystem. We've been talking about this from day one on Experience Pros. You have to be able to leverage the relationships that you develop. If it's true that people do business with people that they know, like, and trust, and you've built that network, now you need to know the proper time and methodology for leveraging, not manipulating, leveraging the relationships. And by the way, you're part of the ecosystem too and must be willing to be leveraged.
Right? You think about companies like Harley Davidson.
Oh, yeah.
Right? People put their tattoos of their logo on their body.
Yeah.
That's an ecosystem.
Right.
You know, bringing people together who are also fans of the brand and allowing that to infiltrate the community and the culture and listening to the people and almost like letting them take ownership of the brand and taking it into bigger spaces that you can't do as a corporation.
That's exactly it. All right. Well, fantastic article and fantastic conversation. We will post this article on our Facebook wall, facebook.com/Experience Pros. While you're there, go ahead and click like on it and then click hover over send me notifications, and we'll be sure to keep in touch with you as we deliver positive business talk. Top of the hour news. We'll be back right after that with more.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com. This is the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KDMT Arvada, Denver, serving Denver's financial community and
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than Experience.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I want to thank all my listeners on 1690 AM. That's KDMT Money Talk. I want to tell my listeners how much I appreciate you listening, but I also want to tell you be prepared for the biggest stock market crash ever in 2016. Join my gang where this time, for the first time, you're going to make money when the market goes down. Join my gang, Phil's Gang.
Phil's Gang with Phil Grandy. Weekday afternoons at 1 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Take it like it is and make it like you want it. You've heard that before, right? Well, that applies to your home too. But maybe you don't know exactly how to get it done or what the options might be. Hi, Dan Cicchini, Done Right Kitchens and Baths, Windows and Doors. How about starting with a call to us? For over 30 years, our family company's been designing and completing first-rate kitchens and baths that, frankly, your neighbors would be jealous of. Where to start, Todd?
Dad, they just need to call us. We can help. And now's the time. At Done Right, we offer only the finest cabinet resurfacing, custom cabinets, tub and shower upgrades, and full kitchen and bath redesigns. Simply call us for a free in-home estimate, and you'll see how your unique kitchen and bath fantasies will become your reality.
Come on, folks, get her done. Once and for all. Kitchens, baths, counters, and floors, and even replacement windows and doors. You have our word, we'll treat you right at Done Right. 303-722-2295, 800-362-8370, or drhi.com.
As a father of 4 children, I realized it was time for me to make a change in my struggles with alcoholism. It wasn't the first time that I had come to this realization, but I was at the end of my rope. I heard an advertisement on the radio for this treatment program called Go Sober and thought it sounded too good to be true. I was honestly pretty reluctant to go through with the treatments because I had tried several other methods of quitting in the past that were unsuccessful. The people affiliated with Go Sober are very generous and compassionate. They put in countless hours and selflessly work very hard to ensure your success in the program. They were very accommodating to my schedule and my time. The end result of this 8-week program is that I am no longer a slave to alcohol. The chains have been broken, and I haven't felt this free for as long as I can remember. The simple things in life that used to make me happy actually bring me joy again. I am so grateful for the Go Sober program and the people that help run it.
Reset your life. Call Go Sober, 303-827-4837, or visit gosober.org.
You've chased the sun across the sky and searched among the trees, rivers, mountains high, and faced most dangerous beasts. On and on you hunt. There's no time for stalling. Your appetite you must confront, for something wild's calling.
Wild game fast, every night, for a limited time, only at Rodizio Grill, the Brazilian Steakhouse. 18th and Wine Coop, parking validation available.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know that customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. Angel Tussey, Eric Raymer here. We are helping you get your business right by reminding you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. You watched the debates last night?
I did.
You know how much it moved the pre-market trading?
None.
Not a lot.
I was going to say nada.
Yeah.
Nada.
No.
I would think, nothing got moved or swayed, I would think, from that debate.
Not a whole lot. Investors are staying calm after a nasty presidential debate that pitted Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton against one another. U.S. stock futures are holding steady. European markets are mixed in early trading, with investors seeming uncertain on which way to go. Asian markets mostly ended up with positive results. The market's reaction to the debate was fairly muted, said Kathleen Brooks, research director at Citi Index in London. Quote, some of the policies that Clinton laid out during the final debate, including higher taxes, changes to the healthcare sector, and green energy initiatives, could, get this, unsettle markets in the long term. That's Kathleen Brooks, research director at Citi Index in London. The European Central Bank will announce its latest monetary policy decision and then hold a press conference at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Markets are not expected to do any major, or markets are not expecting, I should say, any major policy changes. Tesla looks to dip their stock, at least shares in Tesla look to dip when markets open, as investors react to the automaker's self-driving car announcement. That's right. Tesla on Wednesday unveiled, this is the big thing we were waiting for on Monday and then waiting for till yesterday, was it's making its cars fully self-driving. Tesla expects by the end of 2017, these cars should be able to drive from New York City to Los Angeles without the driver having to do anything. No word on the necessary infrastructure, that is to say, highways, roads, the things cars drive on, and what they are changing to receive such self-driving cars. Meanwhile, investors are watching Mitsubishi Motors, which is expected to announce that Nissan chief Carlos Ghosn will add to his duties and serve as chairman for the scandal-plagued firm. Shares are up nearly 3% of Mitsubishi Motors on Thursday in Tokyo. American Express, their shares are shooting up. eBay shares tumbling by about 7% pre-market as investors react to earnings released on Wednesday afternoon. Crude futures are dipping by about 1% after oil hit its highest level in a year on Wednesday. Earnings season continues to roll on with quarterly reports before the bell from American Airlines, Nestle, IMAX, Verizon, Union Pacific, and everybody loves Dunkin' brands. PayPal, E-Trade, and Microsoft all plan to release their earnings after the close. Coming up tomorrow, McDonald's will share their earnings. They're hoping. Just going to leave it there.
Okay.
All right, that's the news you need to know. Guess what's coming next?
What's coming next? All righty.
It's time. Is that a typewriter? I'm pretty sure it's a typewriter. It's time for You Choose the News, the game show at the top of the hour where, frankly, we like typewriting sound effects and words that rhyme. Choose news. One of those is not a word. All right, 4 stories for you. 3 stories. Apologize.
That's that new math, isn't it?
It is that new math. Man, I really wish I had hockey sticks. That's the title of one story. Do not do this at home. Or if the barn needs painting, that's it.
If the barn needs
painting,
that's all you're giving me.
You have to choose the news before you find out.
All right. Go ahead. Start with that.
Well, the old adage is, if the barn needs painting, paint the barn.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
It's a reference to whether or not a woman needs makeup. No, I didn't make it up. Do not get angry at me. That's just it.
Who makes this stuff up?
Newlywed.
Who hears about this? I've never even heard that. If the barn needs painting.
Save your anger, because your barn doesn't need painting.
The barn does need painting.
Your barn does not need painting.
All barns need painting.
Excuse me.
Barns need to be painted.
Listen to this story. As her makeup washed away, so did their marriage. Yes, a man in the United Arab Emirates reportedly was so enraged after he saw his wife without makeup that he immediately filed for divorce just days after they tied the knot. Days.
He had never seen his betrothed.
Days after.
Without makeup.
Right.
He had never seen her before without makeup and probably didn't see her.
Turn off the light.
Right? Maybe she didn't wash her face before she went to bed.
I don't know.
Right? Washed it in the morning in the shower and then reapplied.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, if you see a woman wearing makeup, then here's where your brain kicks in. She doesn't look exactly the same without makeup. Huh? You think?
Yeah. Your barn doesn't need painting.
All barns need a little paint.
You got
a little paint goes a long way, and I like the paint. But I just, when you see somebody wearing makeup, your logic brain says that you don't look exactly the same without it.
Well,
same thing when we put on shoulder pads and high heels and push-up bras.
Enter this conversation, Bill? No?
And eyelashes.
I should just let her do her thing? Okay, keep talking.
You boys do kind of the same thing.
We do?
Kind of.
What do we do?
Just in the, you look different with clothes on than you do without them.
All right, we're going to move on here. Psychologist Abdul Aziz Azaf said he received a request from the woman to help overcome her suffering. The newlywed couple was swimming at a beach in Sharjah when the 28-year-old wife's makeup washed away. revealing
they were swimming.
Revealing artificial eyelashes and cosmetic surgeries she had undergone before the marriage. The husband, 34, reportedly said he could no longer recognize his wife and decided to end the marriage. All right.
Was she never going to put makeup on again?
I don't know, but
I'm pretty sure once they were done swimming,
apparently it
every
was
morning,
too late.
She would reapply.
Okie doke. Okay, do not try this at home. Or, gosh, I really wish I had a hockey stick.
Hockey sticks.
Thief rappels into Canadian sports store to steal not one, but $120,000 worth of hockey sticks. That's right. He rappelled into the store and stole hockey sticks worth more than $120,000. The experienced Monkey Sports manager, Greg Goyer, told CBC that his security company contacted him about the break-in over the weekend. When Goyer arrived, he found 400 high-end hockey sticks worth an estimated total of at least $120,000 had been stolen, but saw no traditional signs of a break-in. No windows broken, no doors were locked. The doors were locked. He must have come through the roof. Surveillance footage shows the thief dropping into the store using a rope. Do-do-do, do-do-do, and then going after the expensive hockey equipment. And by the way, heavy, expensive. How many times must he have rappelled in and out of the store to get 400 hockey sticks?
More than once.
Yeah. Crazy. And then finally, do not try this at home. Daredevil YouTuber jumps from the top of a building, multiple stories high, into a California harbor. In Newport Beach, California, I'm sad to say this is where I used to live and work. Masked Daredevil in California donned a pair of GoPro cameras and filmed his death-defying jump from the top of an 8-story building into the harbor. The video posted to YouTube shows the man with a handkerchief blocking his face climbing to the top of the apartment building in Newport Beach with a pair of GoPro cameras strapped to his head and his hand. Man stands on the ledge of the roof for a moment, looking down at a sailboat or 3, and then decides to take the leap. Don't try this at home. I'm a professional, he says and writes in his video's description.
I'm a professional. So that makes it okay for me to...
No, you're a professional wackadoo. Stop it, you crazy people. Don't jump into bad things. It's not good for you. And that's all you have to say.
So you watched the debate last night? Yes?
I did.
Right? And do you remember when Trump used the phrase bad hombres?
Yeah.
Right? You've heard of the hairstyle where they have the different shading and colors.
Yes.
In long hair.
It's the ombre or the umber or the
ombre. Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
And so now the social media sites have kind of picked up the hashtag for the bad hombres and having pictures of bad
hairdos,
bad hairstyles, bad hair coloring, hair colorings gone terribly wrong. Right. And so it's really funny when you watch, there are just some really witty people in the world. Oh, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see? Right?
Wow. Somebody got to fix that. My niece asks me to color her hair once a year, and I am so glad it does not look like what I'm looking at here.
But you try that.
You
try to do that.
I do a good job. All right, folks, we got to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Positive business talk and no bad hombres right here on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
I woke up last night to wind and hail. The wife was screaming. The kids did well.
Look at our roof.
They cried and cried.
The outside of the house is now inside.
The ceiling caved in.
New insulation. Everything's leaking.
Everyone's freaking when my know-it-all neighbor came over and said,
"You know who I like."
Who?
Golden Spike.
Hi, this is Spike McCarthy, and our promise to you is roofing done right to the last nail.
Call Golden Spike Roofing when your roof needs a fix. 303-942-1386. Golden Spike Roofing.
You buy a vacuum, you expect it to work. You purchase a lamp, you want it to turn on and off. And when they don't, turn to Anderson's Vacuum. Since 1947, Anderson's Vacuum has been repairing all major brands of vacuums, air purifiers, lamps, even sewing machines. And they provide warranty repair for many major brands. When you know how things work, you know how to fix them. You can rely on 6 decades of experience at Anderson's Vacuum in Inglewood. Details online at andersonsvacuum.com.
My name is Mick. I was a drinker all my life. When I retired, my drinking became a daily habit. It even affected my health. My brother was having severe health issues because of alcohol, and it really scared me into action. When I heard Go Sober on the radio and their program of outpatient treatment, I knew it was tailor-made for me because I'm the sole caregiver for my wife. My experience at Go Sober changed my life immediately. The trainers and counselors were really great people. There was always someone to reach out to for support or guidance. The best part is the medical infusions eliminated the alcohol cravings. Now with my life restarted, I'm not just happier, I have a sense of joy because my spirit is eager to express my happiness. Call Go Sober. They could be the restart for your life too.
Reset your life. Call Go Sober 303-827-4837 or visit gosober.org.
If you have a rental property, you need to listen to this message. Recent changes in the fair housing rules may greatly impact your property and how you rent. It used to be that a landlord could say no felonies on the application, but the rules have changed. To get more information on these recent changes, contact Legacy Properties PM. You've invested time, energy, and money into your property, and without professional management, you may be stuck with stress and aggravation trying to rent. With Legacy Properties PM, you can feel more at ease knowing your property's managed well, and you're getting the best return on investment. Legacy Properties PM will handle your tenants by following the most up-to-date fair housing rules, showing the property, having the correct lease agreement signed, handling the hassles of repairs and repairmen, and dealing with late rent, fees, or evictions. Call Legacy Properties PM at 720-989-1996 or visit online at legacyproperties-pm.com. That's legacyproperties-pm.com. The experts in landlord stress removal.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Hey, all you cool cats, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thank you so much for taking time out of your business day to join us for ours. This is the most positive business talk show in America, and I am positive I'm going to love this next segment.
Well, we're going to talk a little bit about cheesecake, but not just any cheesecake, pumpkin pie, pumpkin spice, right? It is everywhere, and of course, it's one of my favorite things about fall, jeans and boots, and pumpkin spice in everything, right? And they say that it's no surprise that the smell of pumpkin pie is appealing, contains both vanilla and cinnamon, two of the top naturally sensual smells. I did not know that. Put that all together, and you've got a new flavor of ice cream that will have everybody eating out of your ice cream bowl. In fact, October 21st.
That's today.
Is today the 21st?
Oh, no, it's tomorrow.
Okay.
Sorry.
He's
I got ahead of myself. I can't help it.
National Pumpkin Cheesecake Day, and America's favorite premier creamery, Cold Stone Creamery, is offering an enticing lineup of pumpkin cheesecake ice cream and the pumpkin cheesecake ice cream pie for a limited time only. We brought in our expert guest and Cold Stone, a spokesperson. She's also a food scientist.
She's famous.
Maya Warren, a contestant on the popular TV show The Amazing Race.
She won the whole daggone thing.
Right? They won the whole competition. And of course, in addition to her love for adventure, she holds a PhD in food science. She's going to share all sorts of fun facts and figures on our pumpkin pie flavors. Maya, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thank you. Thank you all so much for having me, and I'm so excited that you are excited about pumpkin.
Oh, Maya, I'm telling you what, this your timing is perfect. What is it? Tell me, because Angel goes into a different place when the fall leaves start to fall. What is it about the fall spices and flavors that just, not just Angel, but the rest of America
The rest of America is crazy about?
Oh, I know it's kind of wild, but imagine this. So close your eyes.
Yes.
And imagine the scent of cinnamon or vanilla or allspice and nutmeg, and think about the feelings that it gives you, and it kind of takes you to a different place.
Mm-hmm.
And when that happens, it's the same thing that happens every fall when you jump into leaves as a kid, or you went to the pumpkin patch, did the hay rides. All of that brings upon nostalgic kind of feelings that bring you back, but also those are very warm and comforting smells and scents that are also kind of very calming to you. And so we just really, 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 as humans, are attracted to those. And like you said earlier, both vanilla and cinnamon are definitely two of those high on the list.
Let's talk a little bit.
Who doesn't love fall?
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit more about that other one on the list. Is it true that the smell of pumpkin spice is an aphrodisiac? Maya, I'm taking notes.
There in many ways it can be considered an aphrodisiac. But what it really is, and I don't want to tell you to go out and buy. I don't want to tell you to go out and buy a perfume or cologne that smells like pumpkin spice.
I am slathering myself in pumpkin, Maya Warren.
But some candles might be nice.
Yeah, but it's the scent that can be very stimulating and can make that kind of energy and excitement flow, and it's done in a way, again, that we kind of just talked about. It brings you it brings your senses heightened to places that you may not always be. It's sort of kind of like chocolate. Chocolate makes you feel a certain way too, just like the combination with the cinnamon and allspice nutmeg with the pumpkin. So I wouldn't say pumpkin alone. It's the combination of everything, that pumpkin spice, that makes you have those feelings and brings you to places and levels that you were like, hey, like, this makes me happy, this makes me excited,
right?
Because it brings back those great memories, and because it really does smell and taste absolutely delicious.
It is so yummy, and of course, National Pumpkin Cheesecake Day tomorrow. Like, put your hands together. Two
I'm going
incredible
to Cold
things.
Stone.
Maya, have you been into the grocery stores and seen, they now have like the pumpkin spice aisle. Everything is pumpkin spice these days. We are just overwhelmed and consumed about it. I love that Cold Stone is also now on the pace too, to offering the pumpkin spice, because if it's not pumpkin spice, you are missing out. And so they've actually got some just for a limited time. How long do they have this in their stores?
Oh, yeah, so we have the fall lineup of our pumpkin cheesecake ice cream, and also our creme brulee ice cream. We have now through November 24th. And then, at Thanksgiving, it's coming, it's right around the corner, basically, we always have, like, pumpkin pie. But imagine if you took that to a different level and you actually had a pumpkin cheesecake ice cream pie. So it's no longer just pumpkin pie.
Wow.
It's ice cream in pie form, so you still have that nice, flaky, salty crust, and then you have pumpkin cheesecake ice cream in the middle of the pie, and then you top it with a cinnamon, like, whipped topping and caramel. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally taking pie to another level.
Maya, can I just
from November 3rd to the 24th.
November 3rd to the 24th. I want to make sure we get that out.
So I can't go get that today.
Easy now.
I can't go today.
Maya, could you do?
But you can special order it though. If you have a store near you, I know you have like 7 or 8 stores in the Denver area.
We do.
You can call one and special order it. They'll hook you up.
Yeah, there's one 3 blocks from my house in Highlands Ranch, Colorado, and I will be hanging out there shortly. But Maya, when you're talking about this stuff, I'm just going to ask one special request. I know you're famous and everything, but could you just slow it down and speak in a husky voice? Because this is remarkable.
We are actually
pumpkin spice.
Kind of super excited.
Oh my gosh!
All right, so
I know, it's so delicious.
What's your secret for winning out the entire competition on The Amazing Race?
You know, my lab mate and I, Amy DeYoung, we just went out and had fun. We didn't take things too seriously, and we wanted to make sure that we were true to ourselves and literally had fun along the way. And the last competition came down to an intellectual competition, and being that we were both PhD students at the time, intellect was our strong suit. And so with that, we won it out, and we also never came in last and came in first when it mattered most. We only won one leg of The Amazing Race, which was the last leg.
So when you knew it was like the intellectual side, I mean, did you two just look at each other and went, yes, we got this?
Yeah, no, I knew. I just had a feeling, and Amy actually had to do the last challenge because I did the challenge before, and they made it so the person who did the challenge before could not do the last challenge, and I knew that she had it. I was just waiting for her to come to the end. I knew she had it.
I love it, and we love having you on the show. Give some contact information for Cold Stone Creamery where we can go get our pumpkin spice on.
I know. Go get your pumpkin on. Go to www.coldstonecreamery.com and find the locations near you. If you want to order the pie, you can go online and go to coldstonecakes.com and find that pie. And you can get it early. Just you know. Okay. Tell them Maya sent you.
Tell them Maya sent you. There are 3 weeks, right, November 3rd through the 24th, where you can get that pumpkin cheesecake ice cream pie, which means you can have one 21 times, which I think is kind of a necessary evil, right?
A little obsessive over here. Maya Warren, thank you so much for joining us, and we appreciate Cold Stone Creamery for sponsoring this segment. And we'll follow you to your next victory, whatever that may be.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you all.
Folks, don't go anywhere. We've got more positive business talk just on the other side of these messages. You're listening to Angel and Eric, and this is the Experience Pros Radio Network.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no
A nickel ain't worth a dime anymore. Now there's a brilliant piece of analysis from that well-known economist Yogi Berra. And if you've looked at your 401k lately, you'll know what he's talking about. These days, a nickel still ain't worth a dime. And our new radio station will explain why. Money Talk, 1690 AM, is all about economics and life. From how the turmoil around the world affects your wallet to retirement planning. We'll help you make sense out of it because we're all about money. Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Imagine a world where you only need one tool in your marketing toolbox. A world where that one tool could open doors for you and transform the average sales proposal into a powerful, personalized experience.
The Ostrich Basket's All Senses presentation box is your way to stand out and get greater attention over your competitors. From the classy visual impact the moment it's received through to the powerful surprises revealed when they open the box and are engaged with aroma, sound, and delightful treats and personalized gifts. Your client will be positively immersed in your marketing message.
This is a must-see, game-changing marketing tool, so call today to experience the power of the All Senses presentation box.
Ostrich Baskets believes in this marketing tool so much, they will even offer a 100% money-back guarantee. So call 720-552-3932 or visit ostrichbaskets.com.
Michael Bailey Law Office. Hard-working law. Real-world experience. Listen Sundays from 10:30 to 11 a.m. when Michael Bailey discusses how to preserve and pass on your personal legacy. Simple or complex planning. Michael Bailey can help you with answers about your estate planning. Michael Bailey Law. Sundays from 10:30 to 11 a.m. on Denver's Money Talk. KDMT 1690 a.m.
Hi, I'm Amy Duncan from Alpine Planning Group. It's serious now. Uncertainty with an upcoming election, volatile markets, and a lot of fear. Do you have a real retirement expert on your side? Amidst all the noise in the marketplace, retirement is still a lot of moving parts, and ignoring it or going alone is not only scary, but dangerous. Please call 303-843-0918 or visit alpineplanninggroup.com. At Alpine Planning Group, we're planning for you, we're planning for what's ahead. Call us today.
We live in an unpredictable world. On any given day, you could find yourself in a state of emergency. Are you prepared? In a crisis, your number one need will be food, but not just any food. Survival food is more important today than ever before, says Frank Bates from 4 Patriots, a leader in self-reliant products. Natural disasters, terrorist attacks, and other threats can make obtaining sufficient food impossible in an emergency. Don't take chances. You need to have a supply of non-perishable survival food good for 25 years on hand in case of emergency. And now you can, because right now 72-hour survival food kits are being given away free to listeners, but only while supplies last. This 72-hour survival kit has 16 servings of delicious food rated for 25 years of storage. It sells to the general public for $27 plus shipping, but it's yours free if you act now. Just cover the $9.95 shipping. To get your free supply, go to freefood4.com right now. That's freefood4.com. freefood4.com.
Take your home like it is and let us help you make it like you want it. Hi, Dan Cicchini, Done Right Kitchens and Baths, Windows and Doors. We've been doing just that for over 30 years now. 800-362-8370 or drhi.com.
Dear John, uncontrolled high blood pressure is serious, and I can quit whenever I want. But when I quit, you quit. Sincerely, your heart.
To get your high blood pressure to a healthy range, visit heart.org/blood pressure. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council.
Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Good morning to you, right? 35 minutes after the hour, and we are full in swing, making sure we start your day with positive business talk.
You know, they say kindness begets kindness.
It does beget kindness. You know, a lot of times you create in a workplace, you're very comfortable with the people you work with, right? Sure. You're familiar with the people you work with. You spend a lot of time with them.
Yes.
And a lot of time what tends to happen is we get a little lazy in our manners in being nice to people that we see on a regular basis and every day.
I think I could understand that.
You can understand that. Eric and I, before we were radio, we actually did business consulting. We would often get called in to train the team. Our focus was customer service,
right?
But your first line of customer is your employees, your team.
Absolutely.
And in the team, they would have gotten to a place where they just weren't being super friendly to each other. And of course, if they're not friendly,
being super snarky is what they were doing,
right? Which
they were throwing blows.
Ends up translating into how you treat your customers. Mm-hmm. And I remember a specific incident where they said, maybe we all just need to develop thicker skin, because the snarkiness, the sarcasm, the the criticism was pretty free flowing in the workspace, and they thought that the answer was, I should not take it personally.
Yeah.
And I should just have thicker skin.
Oh.
And so I think a lot of times when we're being criticized and we're being judged and we're being mocked, I mean, you start to feel very personally attacked.
Right. And they can
traits. See if you can embrace your weaknesses instead of fighting them. Cynthia Johnson from the American Addiction Centers, she says anxiousness. Oh. We might think of anxiousness as a weakness, but it really could be one of your strengths. She says, I find myself awake at night worrying about what might happen in a...
Brendan White, who is from Cortex, quotes Bill Gates. Now, you'd probably agree that Bill Gates is kind of a smart guy.
Kind of a smart guy.
Right? Bill Gates says, I will always choose a lazy person to do a difficult job.
Lazy?
Uh-huh.
No way.
Yep.
Why,
you ask?
The bane of my existence is laziness.
Well, don't let it be. Right. Bill Gates says, I'll always choose a lazy person to do a difficult job because he will find an easier way to do it. Deep down, I love spending time with people and building things like companies. I'd do that even if I weren't paid to do it. That said, I hate wasted energy with a passion. I hate doing things because that's the way it's done. And frequently, I like to find shortcuts that prove successful.
All right, so laziness, as long as it gets done.
As long as it gets done.
Because I often think of laziness as people not doing it at all and putting it off and making excuses. Yeah. But to find a shortcut, to find a better way, an easier way to do it.
You know, I consider myself an efficiency expert, not lazy. Whoa! Silence is deadly.
No response to that.
Oh, even Bill's laughing at that. Like, come on.
An efficiency?
I'm an efficiency expert.
Yeah,
I find an easier way to do things.
Marinate or not. I will marinate on that for a little bit. All right, if you think being too nice might be a weakness, Mark Doust with Quiet Light Brokerage. He says, in my world of tough, drawn-out negotiations, I've been doubted as being too nice and unable to effectively close deals. But he says, this is the secret. It's a driver of my success. By legitimately placing clients' goals first, I'm able to build a trust that goes beyond a contract. And if I need to say no or to be firm on a requirement, people know that it's non-negotiable.
Yep.
And I say that sometimes, my phrase is, I'm nice, I'm not stupid.
Right.
But when I'm not, when I have to be firm, when I turn it around.
I believe your husband refers to that as the eruption of the volcano.
Yeah, the volcano, when the volcano finally does blow. Mm-hmm. Take me seriously.
Yeah, don't be in the same zip code. Take me seriously. All right, you remember 1981, right? The Kinks, they sang us a song, Paranoia Will Destroy Ya. I'm going to do the second line. Paranoia will destroy. You don't remember this?
Uh-uh.
Oh, jeez. It was the Kinks. Look it up.
I was 11.
Andrew. Ouch. Andrew Thomas from Skybell Video Doorbell says, famous entrepreneur Andrew Grove said it best. Only the paranoid survive. I've found this to be especially true, and I'm grateful for my healthy dose of paranoia. By always accounting for what can go wrong, my paranoia has prevented serious setbacks that could have derailed our company. Accounting for potential downsides doesn't make you a pessimist. It makes you a realist. Be paranoid. I agree with this. That's the one.
Okay, thank you.
Well,
Bill, you are just on top of it today.
You didn't recognize my version of that, but you just put a guitar in there and all of a sudden you get it?
Well, something about a guitar for music is a nice little connection in my brain.
Listen, I agree with this whole idea of the paranoia thing. And
do you?
Well, I do, but I don't call it paranoia. I do call it preparedness.
Preparedness.
Right. Because here's an example.
Somebody had what was the phrase? Like, I plan for the best, but I expect the worst.
That's me.
I hate that phrase.
You shouldn't. I hope for the best, but plan for the worst.
Like, how do you plan for the worst while you can't have two contradicting emotions at the same time.
You're not having emotions. You're having practical application of.
From my efficiency expert.
Let me give you an example. You know, Bill, if you keep laughing, I will come in there behind the glass door and lay hands on you, brother. Do the spiritual thing.
Plan for the worst. We're just not going to do that just in case it doesn't work out.
Yeah, plan for the worst, Bill. Lock your door now. Here's the reality, and this is my experience. I used to be the program director for a teen challenge facility, which catered to young men and women who have life-controlling problems. And one of the things that we realized, even though we were 5 miles out of town up in the hill in Sundance, Wyoming, I realized that these kids like to run away. And one of the things that I realized was because I used to be one of them, right? So
how often did you run away?
I am not going to answer that over the air because that will never be a part of the official record.
Okay.
But suffice it to say that the kids do run away. And so I wanted to put bars on the windows to prevent them from getting away at night, right?
Okay.
And we had a security guard, a night watchman, to cover the front doors, but they would get out of their windows and out they go and run towards town. Apparently, there's something about social services and some law that says it's not okay.
Fire.
Something about the fire code. Yeah, I don't know what it was. But I was planning for the worst, but hoping for the best. I hope the kids stay in their beds.
Well, okay.
But if they don't,
we've got bars. I don't think
I will guide them through their front doors.
It's you say you're hoping, right? But you're not really doing anything.
I was totally doing
you're
something.
Planning for the opposite of.
You know about preventative maintenance.
Prevention is good, but looking for those potential downsides and actually doing things that plan for the worst. Your focus becomes your reality,
Yeah.
and so I think that's if that's where you're putting your time and energy is putting it on the
Why
bars.
do you hate the things that are important to me?
What do you mean?
Why
important?
do you hate?
Is that important to you?
That's what you said. The phrase "plan for the worst and hope for the best."
Yeah, that's important to you.
Hope for the worst. Sugar.
Let's move on. We're talking about some weaknesses that could actually benefit you, and of course, it is a matter of opinion.
Let's do number 7.
Brutal honesty.
Number 7.
Stephen Gill with Tiller. He says, sometimes I can be brutally honest. I tend not to beat around the bush.
Angel.
I value open dialogue.
Angel.
The downside, sometimes people feel completely uncomfortable during frank conversations.
Or Eric conversations.
He says, in the long run, being totally honest has helped me stay true to my path and vision. If being honest is keeping you true to your path and vision, yes, absolutely. If being brutally honest hurts somebody, keep it to yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Discretion comes with honesty, and brutality probably should have no place at the table.
Yeah, people who are like, I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't have to hurt. You didn't have to hurt me. You can keep some of those thoughts to yourself.
Well, guess what?
What?
Oh, we're going to come back to this segment.
Why?
Because
There's only 2 left. Do you have something you really want to talk about? You must.
Nope. That's it. We've had the last word on this topic. We'll be back with more positive business talk and shenanigans and Bill's musical selections right after these messages. You're listening to Angel and Eric. This is the Experience Pros Radio Network.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
How many times have we quit drinking only to start again after a few days, maybe even the same day? I'm Greg Hoffman, founder of Go Sober. There's a reason we can't stay quit for long. When we drink alcohol frequently, over time it dampens the reward response. Then, when we quit, we can't produce enough rewards, so we go into a deficit and our brain starts cueing us to replenish. Alcohol does this instantly, so most of us resume drinking. The key is, how do we restore the dopamine response so we get what we need naturally once again? At Go Sober, we not only restore the dopamine response, we also stack the deck in your favor to produce these rewards naturally like we used to before alcohol. Call us today to find out how this works. Our goal for you is indifference towards alcohol and happiness starting today. Call us at 303-827-4837 or find us at gosober.org.
Reset your life. Call Go Sober, 303-827-4837 or visit gosober.org. Where do you keep the things that are most important to you? At home, right? But just how secure is your home? Do you own a security system? And if so, is it currently being monitored?
Have you signed up for monitoring service only to find out there were rate hikes and other hidden fees buried in the fine print? It's time for something different, something better. ProSec is changing the way Coloradans look at security. ProSec will send a professional to your home, evaluate your needs, and give you an honest assessment. No hidden agendas, fees, or complicated contract terms. And with ProSec, your monthly rate is guaranteed for the entire term of your agreement. Stop paying those increasing rates and let ProSec take the mystery out of home security. Call 303-835-8100, 303-835-8100, or visit ProSecAlarm.com. That's PROSEC Alarm.com. Get a free home security camera system or up to 4 months of free monitoring with new account activation.
This is Dan Proft for the Salem Media Group. In the 2008 and 2012 presidential elections, millions of Americans confused the use of artful language with intelligent policy judgment. The results? Well over 400,000 dead in Syria and a refugee crisis in the aftermath. 4 dead Americans, including a U.S. ambassador in Benghazi. An Islamist terrorist organization that graduated from the quote-unquote JV team to genocide in the Middle East and domestic carnage in Orlando and San Bernardino. A wildly unpopular, unaffordable, and even crazy, in the words of Bill Clinton, backdoor government takeover of health insurance. And 2 left-wing Supreme Court justices who used constitutional misinterpretations to justify every big government gambit and freedom-constricting folly. Hillary's lies recast 30 years of failed policies and catastrophic judgments that have inflicted untold human suffering, all while leveraging our government for her personal gain. Once again, we're facing a choice of style over substance in politics. Your choice, America. I'm Dan Proft.
Did you know that you can get not only Oreck vacuums at the Oreck Clean Home Center locations, but also Miele and Sebo vacuums? Both Oreck Clean Home Centers are authorized sales and service for both Miele and Sebo vacuums. Ready for a vacuum you'll love? One that makes short work of a spotless house? Then get your next Miele, Sebo, or Oreck from the Oreck Clean Home Centers at their Aurora and Littleton locations. Simply Google Anderson's Vacuum Littleton or Anderson's Vacuum Aurora.
How about kicking off October with some fresh, clean carpets? Stop putting off getting your carpets clean. I know you want to, and you think it's outrageously expensive. Well, it's not, and it's totally worth the money. Call out Zero Res Carpet Cleaning Company to clean your carpets with their patented empowered water technology cleaning process. Your carpets are going to look brand new again, especially if you have kids and pets. You probably have spots and stains everywhere. Empowered water technology is eco-friendly. It's safe for your kids and pets. They don't clean with harsh soaps, detergents, or toxic chemicals. If your carpet is cleaned with those things, you're only attracting dirt to your carpets. Call now and get the October special. 3 carpeted areas, pre-treated, cleaned, and sanitized with that empowered water for just $119. See? Affordable. Call today. 303-471-5150. 303-471-5150. Or go online and book your job at ZeroResDenver.com. Mention you heard the $119 deal on KNUS. Zero Res, the right way to clean.
Fall is here, and now's the time to get your lawn the best care with Mr. Green Jeans Landscape Services. Hi, this is Steve Kelly. Now's the time to schedule your lawn fertilization, aeration, and tree care, including tree spraying for mites and deep root feeds. I use Mr. Green Jeans for all my landscaping needs. They're affordable, and they charge 30 to 40% less than their competition, and use only the best local Colorado products. Call Mr. Green Jeans today, 303-426-4945. 303-426-4945. Tell them Steve sent you and get 10% off your first service.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experienced Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
This is America's home for positive business talk, and I'm positive that we're thankful that you have tuned us in today.
We are so excited. We're going to give you some body language to help you exude some confidence.
Body language?
Yeah. Do you think your body language right now is exuding confidence, Eric?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's like, yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Right? All right. First
I'm
tip.
in my power sitting position.
Your power sitting position. Your power sitting position. Actually, the way you have your hands folded.
Yes.
I'm going to get to that.
Great. What else?
Hold on. I'm looking at your feet. All right, I'll get to that too. All right.
Stop.
The first one. Well, I gotta go in order.
Assessed.
I gotta go in order.
All right.
No, you're not being assessed. I was just asking about your body language.
We're you always looked at me and said you're going to get that. That's the definition of assessment.
We're always being assessed,
All
right?
What you got?
Right. You want to exude confidence. You need to look the part.
Listen, before you even get to the body language part, you got to dress the part.
Exactly, right? You appear strong and in control, you're looking like you belong there, looking like you know what you're doing. And yes, what we wear, it matters.
Yeah.
What did you say? Makeup on a barn?
I didn't say that. Somebody else said that.
Somebody else, but we were talking about, you were telling me, you're describing.
Barn needs painting.
If the barn needs painting. Oh, that's right. Maybe this doesn't actually apply then.
Well,
I'll move on.
Before you worry about the body language, set yourself for success by wearing clothes that are comfortable, flattering, and appropriate to the occasion. Let me ask you. Yesterday, I wore a blazer.
Yes.
A
blazer and jeans
a brand
is
new shirt.
Angel's favorite look on a gentleman.
Now check out the look that I got going on right now.
You got the look on. Now he's going to stand up. I got to look at what he's doing, right?
What do you think? I'm untucked today, but I've got the blazer, the untucked in jeans.
So it's a little more casual.
Right. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Is it appropriate?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah,
okay.
Right? Tucked or untucked?
Well, yesterday,
there is a difference, and it depends on the jeans.
It depends on the shirt.
Oh, it depends on the shirt.
It clearly depends on the shirt. Yesterday I put on this brand new shirt. I was almost late to the studio because I was ironing the shirt. Something you got to do.
Well, not in the morning. You do that in your preparation for the week.
And you know, the fact that the jeans were falling off, that's a different conversation altogether. Listener Nick, I do not look like a pimp. I don't even know what that means, but stop it. So here's the deal, though. It's the shirt that determines whether it's tucked in or tucked out.
Because of the tails of the shirt, or how long
the cut.
Okay.
This shirt that I'm wearing today, I believe, is designed for an outward untucked look.
And many button-down shirts for men are. Yeah. And I thought they could go both ways, but I guess not. All right. I don't know.
So.
I don't know. These are new things for me.
I need a woman to tell me whether I should go outside or not.
All right. So I do like a gentleman in jeans and a blazer. Shirt untucked or tucked with the dress shirt buttoned down. I think it kind of depends on the situation. Probably does depend on the shirt. I think you can go either way.
Okay.
But dressing the part, if you're trying to sell something to somebody, you should look worthy of investing in.
Absolutely.
And so think of it that way. Stand up straight. Of course, she says there's a reason people used to practice walking around with books balanced on their heads. Have you ever tried that?
No, ma'am. But I know that the rain in Spain falls mostly on the plain.
Mainly on the plain.
Shoot.
Almost, right? Good posture makes you look confident and power. So learn to sit up, shoulders back, and with your back straight like Grandma told you.
All right. How about this? You're disqualified.
I'm disqualified?
The next one is take big steps. Every step I take, Angel takes 6.
Here's something interesting. My husband had, when we were early married, he had a job with a boss that was a little grumpy. And it wasn't Jay's favorite, most inspiring way to spend his time. He was a clock watcher, so if he pulled in at 7:59 and walked in the door, the boss is looking at the clock because really that's,
if you're on time, you're late.
Kind of, right? Yeah. And so, and he had to stay right up until 5 o'clock, even though work was finished, they had to stay looking busy. I mean, there was a lot of micromanaging going on. And he was really just pretty worn out. And I remember noticing that his walk had kind of shifted a little bit.
Really?
And he just took small steps when he was walking. And I thought, I don't know, I just remember paying attention to it one day. And shortly after, probably within 6 months, he was employed by somebody else. And I noticed his walk had changed. He was taking bigger steps. And so small steps, it kind of looks like shuffling, right? Yep. Makes you look timid and possibly unwell. And I thought Jay looked kind of sickly at the time. He was pale, dark circles. You never saw the sun, right? He was working all the time, right? So firm strides, not baby steps, actually exudes confidence. And for women as well. And so when we're in heels, what that really means is that the bigger steps also means we have to walk slower because you can't walk fast in big steps in high heels.
It's true. And by the way, if you...
But that walking slower And the larger steps, you just look more methodical, more intentional, more on purpose to where you're going versus rushing around, which also makes you look unorganized.
The only exception to this rule is 2 days after leg day.
2 days after leg day?
When it's leg day at the gym, you can shuffle. Right.
Yeah, and please don't do stairs after leg day.
Here's your next tip. Stand still. Settle down. Don't fidget. When you're nervous, you tend to fidget. You train yourself not to touch your face, squirm, play with your hair, bounce around in your seat. And by the way, if you're playing with your hair, I know you're into me.
You don't know. It's just a habit.
You read
it's just a habit.
All the psychology on twirling your hair while you're sitting across the table.
Yeah, the fidgeting, you just put your hands, in your pockets if necessary. Take up some space. They say sit comfortably all the way in your chair. Don't perch on the edge. Right. Spread out. Look like you are at ease and comfortable where you are. Where you're sitting on the edge of your seat, you look like you're ready to pounce, and you want to jump up and get out of there as soon as you can. Sitting way back and taking up space in your seat says I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable with where we're at, the conversation we're having. When the conversation gets uncomfortable is when people tend to edge up on their seat and they get a little fidgety.
We're talking about body language tips to help you exude confidence, and the final one is eyes up. Don't stare at the floor. Don't. That makes you look completely fearful. It also destroys your posture. Look up and around you instead.
So I wanted to mention Eric's hands, though, because they do talk about steepling your fingers together.
I was holding my hands this way.
They say, no, you weren't. It was a gesture of great confidence and authority. It was, if that's how you were holding them. But now if you're doing this, that's different. Right? Use it when you're making a particularly important and thoughtful point.
Right thumb over left or left thumb over right? Look.
Yes. Well, whatever handed you are is going to go.
Left and
I'm left-handed, so my left will be over my right.
Hey, we're going to be back with more positive business talk at the top of the hour news coming next. You're listening to Angel and Eric, and this is the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KDNT Arvada Denver, serving Denver's financial community and the
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than Experience.
Financial market analysis from Market Wrap host Mo Ansari.
Diversification is the key. You have to have diversification in these markets. And if you have all your eggs in one basket, when things go bad, you're going to get hurt.
It's financial food for thought on your drive home. Market Wrap with Mo Ansari.
Weeknights at 6 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
You've heard of the show Shark Tank, but you need to beware of the real sharks out there. To grow your business, you need money yesterday, but the banks aren't helping. Hard money lending is the answer, but look out. There are sharks in the water. Attorney and CPA Steve Replin will help you navigate the waters, avoid the sharks, and best of all, get you the money. Avoid the chum. Check out hardmoneycoaching.com. 303-322-7919. That's 303-322-7919.
Owing money to the IRS is terrifying, especially when you're fighting alone. It's David versus Goliath, and at any moment they can take your paycheck, seize everything you own, and even throw you in jail. At U.S. Tax Shield, we can immediately stop the harassment and get you protected, while our experienced team of tax experts work on significantly reducing what you owe. Our IRS insiders know the laws and can take full advantage of the government's new Fresh Start initiative. This crucial knowledge can reduce your debt in ways you never imagined. In fact, these strategies have saved U.S. Tax Shield's clients nearly $3 million in 2016 alone, and we have an A+ rating with a Better Business Bureau. Fighting alone is expensive and leaves you completely exposed to the IRS's aggressive tactics. But you can end the anxiety with one simple phone call. If you owe over $10,000 or have unfiled returns, call U.S. Tax Shield now and learn about our price protection guarantee. The call's completely confidential, free, and there's no obligation. Call 800-997-5308. That's 800-997-5308. 800-997-5308.
Pastor Camp is the one to call.
Get your home's heating and cooling system ready for cooler weather. Whether you need maintenance or a new Lennox heating and cooling system, Pastor Camp is the one to call. With over 50 years of experience and a 100% satisfaction guarantee, take advantage of their special offers on a qualifying Lennox home comfort system, including up to $1,600 in rebates or up to 60 months no-interest financing with approved credit. Call Pastor Camp today at 303-777-1234 or visit pastorcamp.com.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know that customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Good morning and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. It's a good day to check in on the stock market.
Is it a good day?
Oh, yeah,
Did anything change after last night's
Surprisingly,
debate.
Not a lot. Or maybe that's not surprising. We'll take a look. Investors are staying calm after a nasty presidential debate that pitted Donald Trump against Hillary Clinton. U.S. stock futures are holding steady. European markets are mixed in early trading, with investors seeming uncertain on which way to go, and Asian markets mostly ended with positive results. The European Central Bank will announce its latest monetary, actually just almost ready to announce their monetary policy decision, and then hold a press conference at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, which is just in a few minutes. Markets are not expecting any major policy changes. The big focus is on whether or not President Mario Draghi gives any hints about his plans for the central bank's massive economic stimulus program. As of right now, the program is set to wrap up early 2017. Tesla, their shares look to set. Let me start that over again. Shares in Tesla look set to dip when markets open as investors react to the automaker's self-driving announcement. Tesla on Wednesday unveiled the new technology that will make its cars fully self-driving. Tesla expects that by the end of 2017, those cars will be able to drive from New York City to Los Angeles without the driver having to do anything. Meanwhile, investors are watching Mitsubishi Motors, which is expected to announce that Nissan chief Carlos Ghosn will add to his duties and serve as the chairman for the scandal-plagued firm. Shares are up nearly 3% in Tokyo. The market movers, how about Amex? Shares are shooting up, and on the other side, eBay. Shares are tumbling by about 7% pre-market as investors react to new earnings released on Wednesday afternoon. Crude futures are dipping by about 1% after oil hit its all-time highest level on Wednesday. The earnings season rolls on with quarterly reports before the bell from American Airlines, Nestle, IMAX, Verizon, Union Pacific, and what we've all been waiting for, a little Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, have we all been waiting for that?
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, we have
Do they have a pumpkin cheesecake donut?
We'll have to go investigate.
Mm-hmm.
We must. I know where there's one.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We are now on the quest for all things pumpkin pie.
Been derailed.
Pumpkin spice.
After the close today, you can expect to hear from PayPal, E-Trade, and Microsoft. It's a small computer firm out of Redmond, Washington. McDonald's is going to give their earnings tomorrow. That's the stuff you can. Oh, Nick says there's one close to the office.
Is there?
Thank you, listener Nick.
Thank you, Nick.
You know what? On your way in, you could just stop by and pick some up. What do you say?
Oh, right. What is today's Thursday?
It is.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why that mattered about donuts, but
he hangs out on Fridays.
Yeah, I know. I missed it. I'm off a day. I'm all good.
Nick says he'd rather get tacos. You're on, buddy. All right.
Pumpkin spice tacos.
Pumpkin spice tacos. Now we're really
getting into weird zone, right?
All right. That's the news you need to know. Here's the news you might want to know. It's time for You Choose the News, the game show at the top of the hour, which, frankly, we like to put at the top of the hour because it's the top of the hour. Get it out of the way. We like the words that rhyme. We also like the news because it gives us a chuckle, a twinkle, and maybe a slight guffaw every so often.
It gives us a twinkle.
It does give me a twinkle. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. All right. 4 stories for you to choose here. McDonald's Japan is adding another spooky flavor. Just going to leave it there.
It's pumpkin spice.
Maybe. Adorable toddler is looking for Prince Charming.
Oh, aren't we all? Or at least we were.
What's that your cow is eating? And then finally, hot dogs must be renamed.
Hot dogs must be renamed?
Yeah.
To meat on a stick?
If there's a stick involved, I'm unaware of it.
What should hot dogs be renamed to?
Hot dogs must be renamed in Malaysia, says a religious government body. Food outlets selling hot dogs in Malaysia have been asked to rename their products or risk being refused halal certification. The Malaysian Islamic Development Department, a religious government body, says it adopted the ruling after complaints from Muslim tourists. A director said the name might cause confusion. In Islam, dogs are considered unclean and the name cannot be related to halal certification. I don't even.
So now hot meat? Hot meat on a stick?
No, they're asking them to call them pretzel sausages.
Pretzel sausages.
Pretzel sausages.
Well, can they just be sausage or I don't know. What other? I know there's got to be other words that they use for hot dogs. Oscar Mayer wieners. They could be. I don't know.
Yeah. It's just a name, right?
It is. But we need to change the name.
Get over it, Melissa.
Well, we're changing the name of everything now because everything has some offensive connotation if you dig deep enough. And
Should we change the name of the show?
It's probably offensive, right? Because experience, right?
Yeah.
What if...
And pros.
All of that, right? There could
Should
be.
we change the name of the show?
Probably and change our names.
Should we do it right now?
No, and our names to protect the innocent.
No,
right?
no, there is no innocent. No. All right.
You wanted to change the name?
Listener Nick says, grow up.
Thank you, Nick.
I'm pretty sure he's talking about hot dog people.
Oh. I thought he was talking to you.
McDonald's Japan is adding another spooky flavor, or adorable toddlers looking for Prince Charming.
Let's talk about...
What's that cow eating?
Let's talk about the mysterious flavor and tell me if it's pumpkin spice.
McDonald's Japan is adding another spooky flavor to their Halloween Choco French fry lineup. You'll go batty for this new purple new flavor. Halloween means one thing in the States, fistfuls of chocolate and candy that end up in your keeping your dentist hard at work for the entire year. While the act of going door-to-door trick-or-treat isn't that popular in Japan, McDonald's understands that adding a little sugar to the spooky season is a recipe for success. So what are they doing? They are... they're taking their French fries, to a new level with the Halloween Majo Potato. While purple is a color that's sometimes associated with Halloween, McDonald's has taken full advantage of the tenuous link by topping the fries with Japan's favorite purple treat, Murasaki Imo. It's purple sweet potato.
So they're topping their French fries with topping them with sweet potatoes, with potatoes,
yeah.
Right?
If the color's a little standoffish, it looks too bright to eat, don't have to worry. Just close your eyes. Don't think about the potential chemicals entering your mouth and enjoy the delectable taste of sweet potato pie.
So it's not a purple potato. They dyed it purple. It would be interesting if it was like a purple potato.
The fries themselves... Listener Nick has too much time on his hands. The fries themselves look like McDonald's French fries, but they are drizzled with purple and black sauce. No.
No, thank you.
All right.
But maybe some pumpkin spice French fries.
Adorable toddlers looking for Prince Charming, or...
What's your cow eating?
Or what is that cow eating?
Yeah.
You want to know what that is?
Yes.
Headline: Feeding cows seaweed could slash global greenhouse gas emissions, researchers say.
So our global gas is from our cows eating grass?
Could hold the key to cutting greenhouse gas emissions one cow burp at a time. And I'm sure the burps are coming out both ends. New industry carried out in North Queensland could drastically reduce the impact the agricultural industry has on a global environment. Professor of aquaculture at James Cook University has been working with the CSIRO studying the effects seaweed can have on a cow's methane production. You ever hang out close to cows?
Not that close.
They're horrible methane factories. Yes, they are.
I know one. So have you ever taken like fish pills? Have you ever taken like fish oil pills, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I've done that.
They give you like the little fish burps.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, so is that the seaweed is giving him like little fish burps?
20 species of seaweed, and we quickly narrowed it down to one that really stands out. It's a species of red seaweed. It's called the Asparagopsis taxiformis, and apparently cows eat that and...
Nothing else changes in their meat or their dairy or anything but less methane in their gases.
As they ferment, just like you would normally see in a compost or somewhere else.
That's just weird that somebody researched and trying to figure out. And then things that are... Okay. All right. Interesting. That is an interesting piece of news. Thank you so much for bringing that. Erica, and now Princess wants her Prince Charming.
The adorable toddler is looking for Prince Charming with her unique glass slippers. The magic of fairy tales has caught hold of this young girl and won't let go. 1 2-year-old in Japan saw Disney's Cinderella for the first time, so she's decided to make a glass slipper of her own. What did she make it out of? Looks like Wilma protective covers standing in for famous slippers. I don't know what those are, but they look like bottles, like plastic bottle milk jugs.
Oh, cute.
We gotta go. More positive business talk right on the other side of these messages. Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Imagine a world where you only need one tool in your marketing toolbox. A world where that one tool could open doors for you and transform the average sales proposal into a powerful, personalized experience.
The Ostrich Basket's All Senses presentation box is your way to stand out and get greater attention over your competitors. From the classy visual impact the moment it's received through to the powerful surprises revealed when they open the box and are engaged with aroma, sound, and delightful treats and personalized gifts. Your client will be positively immersed in your marketing message.
This is a must-see, game-changing marketing tool, so call today to experience the power of the All Senses presentation box.
Ostrich Baskets believes in this marketing tool so much, they will even offer a 100% money-back guarantee. So call 720-552-3932 or visit ostrichbaskets.com.
Are you currently in the middle of a new home purchase and wondering if you're getting the best deal out there? Have you been working on getting a home loan and still not sure if you're approved? Hi, this is Eric, and your closing date is fast approaching. You still don't know when or even if you're going to close. Check out Movement Mortgage. Let them serve your mortgage needs. They specialize in first-time homebuyers, military, and low down payment options, and they're here to serve you. Get your free mortgage consultation and rate match comparison at movement.com. With their upfront approval and streamlined closing process, you'll know if and when you're going to close. Call Samantha Daly and her team at 720-206-0210 or online at movement.com. Join the movement of change and discover a new way to bring you home fast. Movement Mortgage. Movement Mortgage is an equal housing opportunity NMLS ID 39179, NMLCConsumerAccess.org. Call Samantha Daly and her team at 720-206-0210 or online at movement.com.
Are you worried about having enough money to retire on your terms? What about taking that anniversary trip you've been dreaming of? If you answered yes, and you're a homeowner who is at least 62 years old, now is the time to call Acclaim Mortgage and learn about your options for a reverse mortgage. Acclaim Mortgage knows there are myths out there about reverse mortgages, and one of them being that the lender becomes the title owner of your home if you take out a reverse mortgage. Well, that's not true. Did you know that you'll still be the title owner of your home if you take out a reverse mortgage? Acclaim Mortgage is here to help answer all of your questions about reverse mortgages. Locally owned for over 20 years with an A+ Better Business Bureau rating and thorough knowledge of the Denver real estate market, Acclaim Mortgage is your go-to for assistance with reverse mortgages. With home values so high, now is the perfect time to call Acclaim Mortgage. So think beach and call 303-753-9400 or visit acclaimmortgage.com. Again, that's 303-753-9400 or acclaimmortgage.com. Call or visit the website today, 303-753-9400 or acclaimmortgage.com.
Beginning October 9th, Oric will be offering its customers 15 to 30% off all of their vacuums and cleaning accessories for the rest of October. Come take advantage of this great sale at 3 convenient Denver Metro locations: Highlands Oric in Littleton, Aurora Oric in Aurora, or Anderson's Vacuum in Inglewood. For more information, visit denvervacuum.com. Don't miss this huge fall sale starting October 9th. denvervacuum.com. Denver's #1 choice for everything vacuum since 1947.
You've chased the sun across the sky and searched among the trees, rivers, mountains high, and faced most dangerous beasts. On and on you hunt. There's no time for stalling. Your appetite you must confront, for something wild's calling.
Wild game fast, every night, for a limited time. Only at Rodizio Grill, the Brazilian steakhouse. 18th and Wine Coupe, parking validation available.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us. Angel Tassi, Eric Ramey, we are here to help you get your business right. And one of the things we do is like to surround ourselves with cool people.
We do. And we've got one of our most favorite cool people, Lisa Manyon. She is the marketing architect, the business marketing architect. You can find her online at her website, Right On Creative, and we're talking the word right, W-R-I-T-E, rightoncreative.com. She talks a lot about helping you get your business plan in front of the right people, saying the right thing. You can even download her or get her free copywriting action plan when you go to her website, rightoncreative.com. And today we're going to dispel some myths and differences between publicity and advertising. Lisa, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Good morning, Angel and Eric. It's a pleasure to be here as always.
Lisa, how many cups of coffee you had today?
I'm only on 1.5, so I'm almost to 3. We're pretty good.
Yeah, favorite. Remember, favorite is 3. So, and shortly after that, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Right, we start buzzing really good after 3 cups of coffee. Well, Lisa's on the West Coast. Thank you so much for getting up early to hang out with us. You're turning into quite the little TV star these days.
Oh, it's so funny. Well, here's the thing. I like to teach by example. And so when the Small Business Development Center reached out and said, hey, are you interested in doing a workshop for us on publicity? I said, sure. And I had to, of course, walk my talk. So, yeah, I did a little segment on the local ABC channel. And for me, that, full transparency, as both of you know, I didn't set out to be in front of the camera. I wanted to hide behind my computer and write, but the more I began teaching and sharing and speaking, I realized I wasn't going to be able to hide out so much.
You silly, beautiful girl. You belong in front of the camera just as much as any other person. Hey, okay, so I'm going to ask you, Lisa, how do people get business publicity?
That is such a good question. Well, first of all, I think people get a little bit nervous about playing with the media because they perceive them to be untouchable and having all of this great power, and they do have great power. I mean, they are the deliverers of news and information. However, the key to this is relationships and realizing that the news experts and the reporters that you're going to be providing information to are people as well. They have a job to do, and really our job is to make their job easier.
Amen. God bless you.
Right. And I think a lot of times we approach somebody or think they're going to just approach us. When they need content, they'll connect with me. And yet it really does make our life a whole lot easier if you reach out to us and give us some great topics and great stories that have a little bit of meat to them. Lisa, do you have some tips on when you are reaching out to media on how to approach them and things that we need to have kind of in our boilerplate, so to speak, that are actually going to get more media attention?
Absolutely, and I do want to touch on something you said about that kind of, it's a misnomer that the media is just waiting for you to, or not waiting for you, but are going to seek you out for your news. So while there are investigative reporters, and that is their job to go out and uncover it, the truth is many people receive hundreds upon hundreds of leads every day, right? And so they're sifting through this information, and it's really important to realize that you do need to deliver information to them. So to answer your question, what are some ways to make sure that you are getting in front of the media and doing it the right way? Well, first of all, you have to have news. And this is really important because news is previously unknown information. And sometimes people think that different accomplishments are newsworthy when they need to be a little bit more exciting. So, for example, oftentimes first-time authors will think that just because they publish their book, they deserve to be featured. And what I have to say to that is that publicity is earned, not promised. And publishing a book anymore is not necessarily news, but if it ties in with a current event or something interesting that can then be developed into a news story, you have a much better chance at getting some publicity.
I like it. And it is funny. We do think, well, I have a book. You'll have me on the radio.
Right.
And I do sometimes, I think I have a deer in the headlights look at them thinking, Do you even know what the show is about?
Yeah, have you ever heard the show? You ever listen? Yeah, and by the way, folks, full disclosure, this is kind of Lisa practicing what she preaches. She's been on the show for years with us every month, and the reason for it is she came on, she pitched a story to us, we picked it up, and she ran with it, and she was phenomenal, and we thought we could do that again.
We can do that, and we do that again every single month. Lisa, you bring some incredible tips. I want to make sure that we allow our listeners to get a little bit of your information as well so that they can follow you, because I know that you share great tips on your newsletter and actually are out and about in the community where you live as well. So tell our listeners how they can connect with you.
Absolutely. The very best way to find out what I'm up to and to get business building tips for your business is to go to my website, which is rightoncreative.com, and that's WRITEONCREATIVE.com. I've got tons of free resources there, and there's a fun section on my blog called the Ask Lisa section, where you can actually submit a question to me, and I'll blog about it and give you an answer, which is pretty cool because that's kind of like free consulting.
Yeah, it is.
So Lisa, what is like your best publicity story? Like the best thing that you are just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I got that.
Okay, so this is one that I love, and it's from a long time ago, but it still actually gets traction to this day, which is kind of funny. So you remember back in the day when I still lived in Idaho, and that's where I started my business, and I actually was studying copywriting, long sales letters and things like that, and I went through a training program and became certified. And I thought, well, that's interesting, but that's not newsworthy. And then I thought, I bet I'm the first person in the entire state of Idaho to have become certified. And I checked with the people who were doing certification. That was, in fact, true. So I was able to turn that into a press release, which was picked up, I believe it was in the Idaho Business Review, the local newspaper. And then when I let the certification company know, that they asked if they could use my press release in a direct mail piece that they then mailed to their entire database to basically sell more tickets for their certification. Wow. But that landed me business because what's on a press release? All of your contact information.
Yeah, and what a brilliant strategic. You know, you're right. You took a certification to advance your education. No big deal. But what if I was the first one to do it in my entire state or region or whatnot? Little research, and wow, that's what we're talking about.
That's what we're talking about. That is really good. Our, and I love. I mean, sometimes you have to be creative and think out of the box. It's got to be a new story. Why would somebody want to pick this up and run with it?
Hey, when we return, I'm going to hold you over if that's all right, because when we get back, I want to ask you the difference between free and paid publicity and why both are important. We'll be right back with more positive business talk right after these messages. While we're listening to these messages, remember to do business with the people who do business with the pros. That's how we get to stay on this and all of our national networks. We'll be back right after this.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no...
Hi, I'm Phil Grady, philsgang.com. I want to thank all my listeners at 1690 AM. That's KDMT Money Talk, where you'll hear me every weekday afternoon at 1 p.m., where I'll tell you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. And that means that the stock market is going to collapse. That's right. They don't want you to know that, but it will. And I will let you know when. Join my gang, Phil's Gang.
Phil's Gang with Phil Grandy. Weekday afternoons at 1 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
So you thought that putting off your hearing test for another year wasn't a big deal. Well, maybe you should think again. I'm Barbara Jenkins, Colorado's first board-certified doctor of audiology. For the last few years, we've known that untreated hearing loss increases your risk of dementia. Now, a study from Johns Hopkins shows that untreated hearing loss actually causes brain shrinkage. Not only does this affect your communication ability, but it also affects your memory as well. It's just one more in a litany of studies that underscores the importance of treating your hearing loss now, not later. For a synopsis of this study, or to have your hearing tested, go to advancedaudiology.com or call us at 303-649-2122. Hearing problems are easy to dismiss, but treating them now can help more than just your ears. That's 303-649-2122. Because at Advanced Audiology, we take your hearing seriously.
Do you need to remodel that outdated kitchen or bathroom? Now's a great time to get started. Our fall specials are going to save you big money on your cabinet and countertop purchases. I'm Ted Spear, co-owner of All About Cabinets and Countertops at 35th and Wadsworth. And I've been telling you how we've saved our customers thousands of dollars on their kitchen and bathroom projects, even over those big box stores. And now I invite you to experience our unique mix of top-of-the-line customer service, quality products, and tremendous value. Through October, we are offering our customers up to $1,500 in free upgrades and incentives off all your cabinet and countertop purchases. Plus, as an additional bonus, we are upgrading all our cabinets to the latest in anti-slam technology for free. We also have a huge selection of granite vanity tops and cabinets in stock, all at incredibly low prices. Let us go to work for you. You can visit our showroom or call us today. 303-456-6400. That's 303-456-6400. Make a difference without the expense with All About Cabinets and Countertops.
Statistics show that a burglary occurs on average every 13 seconds in the U.S., and homes without security systems are more than 3 times as likely to be affected. These facts may seem intimidating, but there's a simple answer when it comes to home security: ProSec. ProSec is changing the way Coloradans look at security. ProSec will send a professional to your home, evaluate your needs, and give you an honest assessment of your options. No hidden agendas, fees, or complicated contract terms. Your monthly rate is guaranteed for the entire term of your agreement. And ProSec is proud to be a local, Colorado-owned and operated company. Let ProSec take the mystery out of home security. Call 303-835-8100, 303-835-8100, or visit ProSecAlarm.com. That's PROSEC Alarm.com. Get a free home security camera system or up to 4 months of free monitoring with new account activation.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thank you so much for taking time out of your business morning to join us for hours. We're right in the middle of a conversation on publicity with Lisa Manyon.
Right, Lisa Manyon. You can find her online at rightoncreative.com. She is the business marketing architect and a regular feature here on the Experience Pros radio show. You can get your free copywriting action plan from her website. And we are talking about the difference between publicity and advertising. You know you need people to hear about you.
Right.
And a lot of times, we don't take advantage of the publicity options that are out there. And Lisa's going to help us discern the difference between free and paid publicity. Lisa Manyon, welcome back.
Thanks so much. Yeah, it's really important that businesses understand this because, as I mentioned earlier, publicity is earned. It's not promised. And so publicity is really golden because it is a second or third party endorsement about your business, your products, your services. And that tends to actually be more valuable than paid advertising because of the credibility building factor. Now, that doesn't mean that paid advertising isn't important. It is, but here's the difference between the two. Again, publicity isn't promised, it's earned, so you're never really sure how that's going to show up, but you do know that when you're featured in the media, as long as you're doing something really good, that it's a good thing.
Right.
Whereas any kind of paid marketing or advertising, and mostly advertising, is a paid placement where the space that you have purchased, whether it's a radio spot or a TV spot or a print ad or a magazine ad or a billboard, whatever it might be, people know that you purchased that. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, and it's very important for awareness building, but there is a different perception between advertising and publicity. When you're featured in the media, there's a star quality factor that happens, whether or not that's even true.
Yeah, absolutely. The implication is that you are the expert in what you do. I mean, for years we have been referring to you as the business marketing architect, and so it's there's an implication of expertise, whether or not it's earned. And of course, you don't get to be on the radio or any other publicity media format.
Yeah, at least not more than once.
Right, month after month after month. For years, unless you can deliver on that promise. And I'll address this from the paid advertising, because I agree that there is also, there is a perception that goes along with that. Still very necessary, and just for kicks and giggles, I'll throw in that radio advertising continues to this day to be the most bang for buck in the get your message out there formats across all mediums. Just putting that out.
Yeah, and I agree. By the way, I used to sell air back in the day for several radio stations, so I'm a big fan of radio advertising.
Very cool.
Even though I talk about how important it is to get that publicity, you have to have a full mix if you want to get the results you're looking for.
Absolutely. So, Lisa, what are some types of publicity that you think are undertapped for business professionals?
Well, there's so many different ways that you can get your word out there in really low-cost, easy ways to leverage your budget, which I understand is sometimes a concern for small businesses. So one of the really great ways is to be very involved in your local Chamber of Commerce. Oftentimes they're looking for people to write articles of interest, how-to articles for their newsletters and different things like that. That's very important. Also, if you're an expert in a specific topic and you see that that topic's trending in the news, don't be afraid to send out a press release, and I call them a tip sheet press release, with tips on that specific topic so that you're being relevant and timely, and again, helping provide information, making your media contacts job much easier by being fully prepared and sharing that.
Yeah, it's a great thing, and the technical term for what you just described is called newsjacking, and it's literally picking up on a news story that is currently going and providing color or content that is relevant to, the conversation. And Lisa, it would be very easy for somebody to get on a program like ours with a newsjack story, something to the effect of which presidential candidate would be better for small business across America.
Right, and so the tie-in, that's where it gets tricky for some people. They don't get as creative as they need to with their pitches, and so you have to really stand out. Remember, your media sources are getting hundreds of tips and leads every day, so you need to be putting your best foot forward and providing really relevant information. And just like we talked about before, you can tie something in regionally or geographically and turn something that might not have otherwise been news into news.
Yeah, and being that, getting in that creative zone where if your focus is to get that publicity and to be that go-to person for certain PR outlets, you will shine, right? Because that's what you're focusing on. So often, though, Lisa, I find that people put this kind of on the back burner. If somebody calls, we're not even ready. And I'm always telling people, you need to be ready when the media calls. If I call you and say, hey, can you talk? And can you give me some tips on this? The last thing I want to hear is, ooh, I don't really have anything and I couldn't do that. And do you really need it by tomorrow? I could do it and give me a week. Oh, no. We should always be media ready. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. And in fact, I just had this conversation with two different colleagues and clients who had retained me for helping with publicity. One said, oh my gosh, they want us to come in tomorrow for the morning show. I don't know if I can make it. And I said, get someone to make it, period.
Right.
Get a stunt double, whatever you need to do. But best of all, make sure that's okay with them, of course. But if they want you get in there. And then the other thing, I had a person say, well, they were trying to reschedule, and then they were trying to suggest someone else that wasn't a fit. So they weren't really clear about what the media was looking for, and they blew it. And so these are things that you need to think about. The media is so busy. If they call you, jump. If you say no, they're going to remember the no.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
And
they're going to remember the no.
They're going to remember the no. I remember the no's. I also remember the no shows, the last minute cancellations. It's we've got a live program to do, and so and I get it. There are times where things come up, but in general, if this is your first impression with us, you're not getting off on a good foot, or you're not starting off on your best foot. All right. So, and then finally, Lisa, what is the best way that you recommend for building relationships with and staying in touch with the media and making sure that they're thinking of you and they're picking you first?
So just like marketing is all about relationships and making those connections, so is publicity. So you need to meet them, and you need to talk with them, and you need to find out how they want to be contacted and when the best time is to contact them. Because remember, media journalists have deadlines. And so if you're sending them your tips right in the middle of a big deadline, it's not going to be looked at. So you need to be really cognizant of their workflow and schedule and find out what other things they're looking for. When I was interviewed by Erin on this most recent TV clip on ABC News, she, after the fact, said, hey, if you can speak to any, national or regional business topics, let me know. And I said, of course I can, and even internationally, because I'm on the leadership team of the Women's Speakers Association, which is a global organization.
Right.
So I'm tapped into people all over. And so she said, great, keep me in mind. So that she opened the door and let me know the kinds of things she's looking for. So you can bet that I'm going to be following up. And you can also bet that when my schedule was full and I got the call that said, we need you to come in, that I rearranged my schedule and I was there.
It's funny, Lisa, and it's a beautiful story, a great example. And, we tell our members on a regular basis that the big shiny in the room is the fact that we've got this microphone. And here in Denver, where the Denver Nuggets play, it's called the Pepsi Center. And, I don't know how many, 10, 20,000 people sitting at. It would be tantamount to getting your target audience in the Pepsi Center, filling it up, giving you a microphone and saying, go for 10 minutes, educate us, and give me a reason to pick up the phone and do business with you. And it sounds like you're well on your way doing that, and grateful for your insights today. They're just super, super helpful. Give your contact information one more time, please.
Absolutely. Of course, my website is always there 24/7 at rightoncreative.com. And if people have a question, they can actually even pick up the phone and call 866-620-1428.
There's another tip for you folks, an 800 number. What's the number again, Lisa?
866-620-1428.
Walking the walk.
That's it. Don't look local. Make sure that you are answering everybody's phone calls. Lisa Manyon, thank you so much for joining us. Can't wait till next month.
Thank you. Have a great day.
All righty. We cannot help it. Lisa is on her third cup of coffee. I'm on my 34th, and you're doing all right over there as well. Back after these messages, folks. Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
It's a difficult decision. When you finally decide to have your hearing tested, where do you go for professional care? Tens of thousands are spent every week on ads trying to convince you to come in for a free hearing test or a sale that's this week only. For professional care, I suggest you take a different approach. I'm Dr. Barbara Jenkins, owner of Advanced Audiology. I have 25 years of hospital and clinical experience treating both hearing loss and tinnitus. My first suggestion? Ask your physician who they would go to, not just who's on their list. Who do they trust? Second, go online and search Doctor of Audiology and then type in your area. You don't want an evaluation performed by a technician or hearing aid salesperson. Your hearing is a serious concern, so you should treat it as such. For more information, go to advancedaudiology.com or call 303-649-2122. Because at Advanced Audiology, we take your hearing seriously.
Hi, it's Peter Boyles. I'm in my 70s now, and I really feel better than ever. I've had bypass surgery, come away from drugs and alcohol. All these things aside, the most amazing thing that's happened to me in these last couple of years is meeting our great family friend, physician MD, Dr. Julie McCallan. She's changed my life, my daughter's life. She's a gifted healer, changing the lives of so many people. When everything is going wrong in my life, she made an enormous difference in me, physically and emotionally. And here she is, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Julie McCallan.
There is often a lot of scare reporting when it comes to men taking hormones and other nutritional supplements. There's no question that as we get older, and Peter, you are living proof of that, all the things that your body produced when you were young are either diminished or totally gone. As I have watched your progress by following the Synergenics program, I have seen you drop 30 pounds of fat, gain muscle and strength, and become vibrant once again. I know the term turning back the clock is an impossible thing to do, but given our new scientific abilities, we certainly can revitalize men past 45. Call Synergenics Denver today to get your health back. 720-387-3681. That's 720-387-3681.
Imagine a world where you only need one tool in your marketing toolbox. A world where that one tool could open doors for you and transform the average sales proposal into a powerful, personalized experience.
The Ostrich Baskets All Senses presentation box is your way to stand out and get greater attention over your competitors. From the classy visual impact the moment it's received through to the powerful surprises revealed when they open the box and are engaged with aroma, sound, and delightful treats and personalized gifts. Your client will be positively immersed in your marketing message.
The All Senses presentation box will quickly become the one tool in your box to open doors that you may have previously never imagined possible.
Connect with your clients in a manner that promotes positive long-term business relationships and greater sales results for your company. Shorten your sales cycle and reduce your overall marketing costs. Order your All Senses presentation boxes today. Call 720-552-3932 or visit ostrichbaskets.com.
Take it like it is and make it like you want it. You've heard that before, right? Well, that applies to your home too. But maybe you don't know exactly how to get it done or what the options might be. Hi, Dan Cicchini, Done Right Kitchens and Baths, Windows and Doors. How about starting with a call to us? For over 30 years, our family company has been designing and completing first-rate kitchens and baths that, frankly, your neighbors would be jealous of. Where to start, Todd?
Dad, they just need to call us. We can help. And now's the time. At Done Right, we offer only the finest cabinet resurfacing, custom cabinets, tub and shower upgrades, and full kitchen and bath redesigns. Simply call us for a free in-home estimate, and you'll see how your unique kitchen and bath fantasies will become your reality.
Come on, folks, get her done. Once and for all. Kitchens, baths, counters, and floors, and even replacement windows and doors. You have our word, we'll treat you right at Done Right. 303-722-2295, 800-362-8370, or drhi.com.
If you're like most Americans, you might be finding that money is a little tight right now. Do you know that it doesn't have to be this way? If you are 62 years or older and you own your own home, you might be sitting on a permanent income stream. There are many myths out there about reverse mortgages, but the truth is that a reverse mortgage is a safe and powerful way to fund your retirement. You can continue to own your home and live in it just as long as you want to, but the income stream will last just as long. Get the facts. Talk to an expert today. Call Dan Gordon at Acclaim Mortgage. Dan has been in the mortgage business for over 30 years, and he's a member in good standing with the Better Business Bureau. Find out how a reverse mortgage can provide you with the financial comfort and security you desire. Call Dan Gordon today at 303-753-9400. Again, that's 303-753-9400. Or for more information, visit acclaimmortgage.com. Once again, call 303-753-9400 or visit acclaimmortgage.com.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. This is America's home for positive business talk, and this is the only place you can find it. That's right here at Experience Pros. The archives of this and every other show that we do are available at experiencepros.com.
I love that you can find us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Don't you just love technology?
You know, yes.
in most cases, when it's working.
When it works.
When it works, we love that. Have you ever thought about using your pricing, the way you price items, as a part of your marketing strategy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
This new. He's like, oh, I like that.
You said pricing, marketing, and strategy in the same sentence.
Right, yeah. Pricing, marketing, strategy, all good stuff. Bringing revenue in, making money. Well, if you've ever thought about using your pricing as part of your marketing strategy, or if you've never thought of it, and all you did was simply slap your best guess onto a price tag.
Slapped your best guess.
Take heart. Try and say that sentence one more time.
Slap
Take heart.
Your best guess.
Right. The great thing about your products, right? You can always adjust their price.
Right.
Especially if it's online and digital. Where online, I mean, all you have to do is go in and just, cover and highlight and change the number, right?
Digital is awesome because A, it's digital, and B, it's usually fairly straightforward, but people don't know how to price it.
Right? Yeah, pricing can generate interest. It can drive sales. It can attract new customers, create word of mouth marketing as well. And so the nice thing is we're going to give you some strategies for pricing your digital marketing or your digital products online, and you're going to see which one works best for you. The first thing you need to know is know the market and price competitively. So you can do an analysis on how others in the industry, of course, right? Well, how much is somebody else charging for this? This is not an unusual methodology for pricing, pricing it against the competition. We see the pizza wars, the gas station wars, movie wars, like everybody kind of gets on board with this. But here's the thing. If your product offers something exclusive or some bonus or add-on value that your competitor's product does not include, then you can consider pricing it slightly higher or at least leverage the value adds in your marketing messages. So if your competitors offer a similar product, discover how or consider how you can incentivize with the price without sacrificing your profit margins. Now, we don't want you to do a discount. We don't want you to shortcut it because somebody can always be cheaper. And eventually, there's
sure.
just, how low can you go? Robert Kiyosaki says, as long as you're making a penny, you're doing okay. But if you're losing money.
If you're losing a penny, it's unsustainable.
Here's another way you can use your pricing structure in your marketing strategy. Offering tiered pricing, right? Offering varying levels of service, right? Good, better, best.
Yep.
Small, medium, large. It's not a unique concept, but giving us a choice, knowing that if I go with the small or the good, yes, I'm going to pay less, but I'm not getting every single bell and whistle. It's like going to the auto store, right? To buy a car. You can get one with all the bells and whistles. Do you remember there was a time when Honda cars had a DX an LX and an EX model of like the Honda Accord.
Yep.
And I don't know if this is true or not.
I believe it though.
Right. But here was our version of what
DX
like extras that you had in it. So the DX
don't got no extras.
Right. LX was lots of extras. And then the EX is every extra.
Yeah.
And so you get to price it and tier it that way. And, featuring your product at different price points gives people an easy buy-in to, kind of wherever they are. Sometimes we want to throw everything in there. I just saw a marketing package that had everything. It had online digital ads.
Was it ours?
It had multiple ads. It had an online interview. It had everything. It had the price tag to go with it.
Sure.
And it would be nice. It's like, okay, but sometimes that's just a little too much for somebody jumping in the beginning.
Well,
give them a low barrier to entry.
Yeah, if you've got the different price points, then you also must demonstrate the differences between those price points. Salesforce.com does this in a great way, and I just brought up their website. You can get their Salesforce IQ CRM starter. Out of the box CRM for up to 5 users, it's only $25 a month, right? Or you can get the Lightning Professional version, complete CRM for any size team. That's only $75 a month. Now you're jumping up to the most popular one. That's the Lightning Enterprise, deeply customizable sales CRM. Right? So you get to compare,
right? You get to see what comes with each different level.
That's right.
And price compare and decide what do you need, what can you live without, what do you want to upgrade for, right? And here's another great way that you can use your pricing as a marketing structure. Let customers sample it.
Yep.
Try it before they buy it. A lot of times when you go online and you see some of these services, you're going to see they've got a 30-day free trial.
Right.
You don't even have to put your credit card in for that. That's my favorite, when you don't even have to submit your credit card for the free trial.
That's right.
Because if I give you my card,
you're going to charge me if
I forget to cancel it at the end of those 30 days. I think that's just great customer service and great marketing.
A great example, and since we mentioned Salesforce, might as well mention All Pro Web Tools, allprowebtools.com, proud members of the Experience Pros directory. And what they do is they give you that 30-day trial, and you try it out, but either they don't want your card, they don't want anything, and you can use it and you can test it, and we did, and we loved it. And then they said, well, if you want to continue, now it's time to just, do the transaction. It's good.
It is good, and we love working with them. They are. I just want to say God bless them for what they do for a small business.
Absolutely.
Because it's easy and it's affordable.
Super affordable.
You can use psychological pricing methods. Do you want it to look like it's got value? Then you end with the number of a 7 or a 9, like
Correct.
1997 and $99.99. Right? Then you're expressing that it has value.
That's
you
right.
want to that's a value. You want to express luxury and exclusivity.
Use zeros. Mm-hmm.
So depending on the market you're going after, the product, you're trying to say that it's worth the extra, or that this is something that you can get at a bargain.
Offer an added bonus. Everybody loves a free gift with purchase. That's why many digital products such as ebooks, add a free ebook to your worksheet or your purchase. It's added perceived value that can conceive uncertain. I'm just stepping over words. Convince uncertain customers to complete the transaction.
And then finally, you can offer a money-back guarantee. Remove all risk in the transaction with your customers. If they've got any questions at all, sometimes that money-back guarantee can be your best marketing tool.
All right, well, there it is. We've got to take I guess we're going to take a 24-hour break or 23-hour break. We'll be back, 21-hour break. We're going to be back tomorrow. How's that? Thanks, Bill, for producing the show. Thanks, Mark, for videoing. Thank you for listening.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KDMT Arvada, Denver. Serving Denver's financial community and the everyday investor. Money.